What is battlecourt Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A battlecourt game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battlecourt Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is battlecourt Jai-Alai. What is battlecourt Jai-Alai?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to battlecourt Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Cyclones and Devils. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battlecourt season. Opening night last night and ready to kick off some action once again. Andrew Bleckman joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's contest, and we're getting right into it with a little Division II doubles action that will feature a sub for the Devils. It will be Benetrix and Benny. Benny subbing for Arats in 2 matches today against Jairo and Manu, that second team for the Cyclones. Big part of that championship success last season. There's a serve from Benetrix, and we're ready to begin.
Manu opens on the left side, big backhand. Powerful forehand. Robote comes. Oh my, that Robote hit the back wall, made a left turn or right turn, depending on which side of the glass you're sitting on. Point for Jairo and Manu.
We got 2 of the most consistent teams here in Battlecourt last season. Benetrix and Benny played down in Division III, and they were so solid. I mean, as the youngest team in Battlecourt, they played well beyond their years.
And we'll see how the adjustment to the new court is right now. Now that Robote, I don't know how anybody would have known where it was going.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday, Stu. The Robote, a lot more unpredictable here compared to what we've seen, but that was a little too forgiving from what we're used to.
It's a powerful serve by Jairo. Benny from the backhand to the left side of Manu. Robote, powerfully thrown. Back to the inside. Hyro's there. Benetrix. Powerful backhand. Caught by Manu. Here's the backhand from the 8 line. Robote 2-all. Snapped. Stopped by Hyro. Hyro powerfully looking for the 3-wall play. Benny went for it in the air. Good effort. Ball missed. 2 points for Hyro Manu of the Cyclones.
Well, Benetrix, one of the top point killers on the roster last season. Look, played down in Division 3 and Division 5. Here up in Division 2 this season for the first time. I mean, this Devils team is really going to go as far as Benetrix takes him. They're expecting him to make that leap, get up a little bit better, and really kill some points at this level and get some much-needed wins. Again, this team typically has Arats in the backcourt, and Arats was the best catcher on the roster last year. But Benny, another young player, and just a few percentage points behind. He's great as well.
Look at that backhand there. Beautifully done. Yeah. Robote forehand by Hyro to the outside, going way to the outside, landing out of play. That's a point for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Benetrix takes over the serve.
Yeah, rare unforced error from Hyro. I mean, that forehand Robote is one of his best shots, so reliable, keeps it in play almost every time. That one just kind of escaped high to the outside and ultimately kept going.
Yeah, kept going.
No shortage of power for sure.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
That's over too.
Double fault. 3 points for Hyro Manu.
And those are the type of mistakes you just can't make against this veteran team in Hyro and Manu. I mean, you look at the stats, they don't miss many shots to begin with. They don't throw the ball out of play at all, so you really have to attack them to get points. And if you're giving them away off the serve, that's not a great recipe for success in this one. 3-1 here early on for the Cyclones.
Benetrix picks the serve, dropped it on the backswing. A 4th point for Hyro and Manu. Hyro serves.
One of the things we talked about yesterday was that the sidewall in this court was going to be maybe more conducive or more helpful to throwing shots for these players. And look, we didn't really see that across the game day yesterday. Guys still figuring out the court, getting used to it. I think it's going to take some time to start these guys to get comfortable opening it up. Also, with a little bit bigger court, I don't think there were as many opportunities to throw shots here compared to what we're used to last season and the previous seasons.
There will be.
Right.
There will be. And as they get used to it,
right. It's all about positioning, and as they get more comfortable, I'll certainly be squared away.
No, absolutely. Here's the backhand by Manu. Benny's in the corner to make the catch. That ball's on the wall. Powerful forehand by Hyro Benny. Perfect positioning. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Hyro's there. Benny in the air. Backhand from the 10. Robote forehand. Manu to the inside. Benny lets it go. Robote forehand by Benetrix. To the backhand of Manu. Benny now in the corner. Manu on the right side, deep from the backcourt. He will not pass. Here's Benny. Robote forehand by Hyro. Benny takes it in the air. Manu has that on the forehand. He comes over the top. Benetrix. Wow. Great pickup on the left side. Rather fortunate he caught that because Benny didn't have his cest up, and that thing looked like it was like lined up for his face. Manu back to the inside, makes a save at the side wall. Beautifully played. Benny's there on the return. Difficult Robote save by Benetrix. Big bounce. Floater. Picked up by Hyro. Benny from the 9 line. Benny again. To the inside. Arimava pulled from the sidewall by Manu. Manu now on the forehand. Over the top. Benetrix takes it on the bounce. Backhand from the 7. Out to the rebote again. High rows there. You know, I imagine that Benetrix is just like itchy to get in a position to throw a shot. But again, you don't want to give away any points. And you need the confidence to throw the shot at the right time.
Well, that's what we kind of saw yesterday, too. Front quarters trying to get in there and make some plays. And talking with some people after the game day, someone pointed out, it looks like backquarters are going to have more of a role. Oh, wow. What a save by Manu there.
Save by Manu is tipped at the 2 line. A 5th point for Jairo and Manu. Great save by Manu. Possible set point.
But as they're saying, the backquarters are going to be, again, more prevalent in some of these matches, meaning that as for a player like Manu, I think that's only going to help the Cyclones. It's kind of limiting for him on a court with a shorter overhead screen, can't really utilize his power to his full potential. Here, I mean, you see him just lobbing at these backhands, putting them right on the wall one after another, and his catching is second to none. Still ripping balls off the wall, no fear.
Began his professional career here on the historical court at Jam Arena, Miami Jai-Alai. 2007, I believe. So he's very familiar with this side wall. Rebote on the wall and scoring. Point and set to Jairo and Manu. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come out and play our second set.
So first set break of the game day. Let's get you that full slate of action today between the defending champions Cyclones and the Devils. A championship rematch from just last season, Stu. So Division 6 doubles will come up next. That's Kubala and Rock representing the Devils, same team last season. But a new team for the Cyclones in Division 6. They picked up Jedden and Bradley, a great team for the Chargers. Those two coming to the Cyclones here. They have experience playing together and always bringing the energy and the personality. And then after that, we'll go to Division 3.
Do you think they brought the chains with them?
We'll get to that. I saw a post from Tenard on Instagram in reference to that. Division 3 singles, it will be Echeverry and Jairo. Tenard meeting Jedden. Sorry.
Was it appropriate?
Yes. And then after singles, Division 3, we'll go Division 3 doubles. Benetrix and Benny against Inaki and Unda. Division 4 doubles will follow. That's Echeverry and Kubala against Jairo and Bradley. A great matchup there. And then we close it out. Division 1 singles. Benny will be substituting for Aratz in that one against Manu. Again, as we said at the top of the broadcast, Aratz is out today. We'll be back for the next game day for the Devils. But Benny will substitute and play 3 matches today, as will Jairo for the Cyclones.
A reminder, you're watching Battlecourt live from the Jam Arena in Miami, Florida.
Devils team bringing back 5 of the 6 players from that runner-up finish last season. The only new addition to the Devils is Aratz in Division 1. They let go of Nicholas. They replaced him with Aratz. And if you're going to get rid of anybody, you replace him with the guy who had the best catch rate in the league in Aratz. So again, not much of a downgrade there statistically. We'll see how that plays out on the court. And then you go over to this Cyclones team. They had 4 freezes. They kept their top 4. Manu, Inaki, Jairo, and Unda in that order. Replaced the 5 and 6 with Bradley and Jedden respectively. And as we were saying, that's a team that's played together. They've had success together as early as what? Last season they played together for the Chargers?
We'll see how it translates to the new court.
That's just the key, how it will translate. Second set just about ready to get started here. I mean, just more of the same from Jairo and Manu. Last season, one of the best teams in this division. And, you know, the concern, not really a concern, but one of the questions for this Devils team is, can Benetrix make that next step and compete in these middle, second, and third divisions? I mean, last year he was playing in Division 3 and Division 5. He led the roster in kills. He was top 15 in catch rate. All those statistics you want to be towards the top. Benetrix was there. Can he do it against this top-level competition? It's only 1 set. They got 1 point, and as we know, these guys are going to get better and better as the season goes on, as they figure things out.
Benetrix serves powerfully. Second set has begun. Here's the backhand by Manu. Wall to wall from the left side. Benetrix makes the rebote play. Benny on the catch. Backhand from the 9. Lifting it high. Rebote forehand. Wow, that kicked up off the front wall. Robote goes to the outside again.
Yeah, another one.
And scores. Jairo Manu take the first point of the second set. So the more powerfully you throw the ball, the lighter it becomes in the air. And Jairo's got one of the most powerful forehands on the roster.
Oh, yeah.
But we are seeing something different with this. You want that to be predictable. And again, we're getting used to the new court and the new ball.
Well, it's just the second time it's been a pretty dramatic bounce.
But right side both times. Remember,
Right.
different spin from the right or left, so it seems like you got to move to the outside if you want to make that
I was
Robote.
just going to say, he's throwing it so hard, he could be generating just a lot of spin, and it opens up off the back wall like we've seen.
Absolutely. A feature, not a bug. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 1-1. Benetrix serves.
And a rare miss by Manu. But getting back to Benetrix and Benny, I mean, last season, if you look at their numbers in Division III, I mean, they won over 40% of their points off of tip balls for their opponents. And, you know, again, you can't rely on Jairo and Manu to just miss one ball. I mean, they only missed 2 throughout this match.
Benny takes this one in the air. Backhand. Powerfully throw. Robote forehand. Benny takes that one in the air. Low and hard to the inside. Jairo cuts it off at the sidewall. You know, one way to avoid, if possible, you know, having those is to stop it. Now, when Manu's throwing it that high from the left side, it's one thing. But if it's coming from the right and back quarter can catch it. Beautiful catch by Manu at the side wall. Benny goes into the corner to make the catch. Tough play. Powerful backhand by Benny to the back wall. It goes Robote to the overserve line. Low runner to the inside. Scoop by Manu. Benetrix takes it in the air. Backhand from the 7. It passes. Robote for Jairo. Manu deep in the backcourt. Robote forehand to the outside. Jairo reads it, stops it. Powerfully from the forehand. Benetrix. Excellent court position to make the save. Benny back to the 10 line to make the catch. Here's the backhand. Difficult catch down low by Manu. One of the things that we're seeing just in the second day here is backquarters having to be backquarters. You've got to protect the chick-chack chula and these wonky bounces.
Well, that's exactly right. I mean, all day yesterday, you could see a little more traditional play from the front and back quarter and just limiting the opportunities for these front quarters to make it happen.
That ball kicks up high. Manu takes it in the air. Forehand. Caught by Benny. Benny again. Backhand from the 9. Bote dropping and scoring. 2 points for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that one died as it hit off the back wall too, but 2 points in a row for the Devils here. First lead of the match. See what they can do with it.
Here you see the replay. It's really a question with where these Robotes are concerned. Again, the Robote, that ball that passes the players and hits the back wall.
And he's reaching there. That's never good, but
it's a question of whether or not it's coming from the right side or left side. And also how high it hits on the back wall. If it hits these lower panels just in front of our face, that's all types of weird. The ace will score for Benetrix. 3 points. And the serve.
Yeah, served it right up the middle. Jairo looked like, at least for a moment, he was going to go for it, and then kind of ended up screening Manu in the back. Well played serve.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Racing a double fault already. that one in perfectly.
Manu advances to make the catch. Powerful backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Rebote. Scoop by Manu. What a catch. Rebote coming out to the forehand of Jairo. Jairo sends it deep. Benny takes it in the air. Backhand to the inside. Manu is there. Benny from the 10 line to the inside. What a catch by Manu. Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote kicks out. Benetrix is there. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Benny from deep in the backcourt. Benny again. He passes Rebote for Jairo. Benny now on the forehand, right side from the 10 line. Jairo grabs it in the air, backhand. Up the middle, Benny on the forehand. High and hard to the front wall, Manu is there. Big, big backhand by Manu. Rebote coming out to the inside. Benetrix sends it. Low and hard to the inside now. Jairo on the backhand. Benny, difficult catch on the right side. That was the right side, right? Here's the backhand. Occasionally we give Benny a little bit of a hard time. But what a player.
Securing the catch.
Absolutely. Here's the backhand by Manu. That makes Jesus Oliveira's bueno or malo list. Here's the backhand. To the inside is the Rebote. Caught by Jairo.
Well, this plays right into Benetrix and Benny's hand right here. This is how they want to play, more conservatively, don't really want to be throwing a ton of shots. They have that 3-1 lead, which they didn't get in the first set, and you see just way more conservative play, keeping the ball deeper in the backcourt and just really not wanting to make that mistake and give anything away.
Great catch by Benny. He plays it deep again. High and hard to the back wall. Another forehand Rebote for Jairo. Manu advances, takes it on the bounce. Backhand, lifted. That touched the overhead screen. 4 points for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
And that one just escaping a little bit out of Manu's left side. And really all the balls that we've seen hit the overhead screen have been balls that have escaped. I mean, really hard to get it up there and throw it without losing control, but can tell a little bit of a hitch as he went to make the throw, sent it up high, and ultimately out of play. Extends the lead for the Devils here.
Jairo picks the serve, winds up. Inside placement, read by Benetrix. He makes a stop on the backhand. Manu. Powerfully from the left side, wall to wall, Rebote coming out. Benetrix along the wall. Scoop by Manu. Jairo makes a stop, backhand. Benetrix, Rebote. High to the front wall. Manu advances to take that in the air. Whenever you have the opportunity to not let the ball bounce, it's in your best interest not to let the ball bounce. Rebote forehand by Benetrix. Catch by Manu. Manu again powerfully from the backhand. Rebote at the side wall. Benetrix makes the play. Manu again, this time from the 10 line. Manu at the back wall, backhand. High and hard to the front wall. Benny's there. Big backhand by Benny. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming right up the middle. Tough catch by Benny on the run. Neither Jairo nor Benetrix has been in position to throw the shot. Benny, I don't think, is going to risk the backhand stew wall.
No, I mean, Stu, I made a list of notes before yesterday's game day about some of the differences of the court, and I thought you were going to see more shots just because, as you said, the sidewall is a little more helpful with the shot making, but I don't think that's held true at all, really, because the positioning is way different out here. And he's got, the backcourter has to play true backcourt. The front quarter's got to take the ball in the air more. You don't really have those same opportunities.
You're right. I think that as the season progresses and players become more comfortable.
But early on, I think this is what you're going to see mostly.
Conservative play.
And from about the fourth point on, I mean, the ball a little bit different here. And if you're just joining us for the first time today, this ball, instead of heating up, it actually gets a little bit colder as play goes on, so it won't travel as far. And here, at the sixth point of this set now, if the Cyclones get back in, I think you're going to still see some longer rallies because, again, this ball is just a little bit harder to pass with.
Harder to pass with, but I have seen shots thrown at when it's warm. It moves nice.
Yeah.
Here's the catch by Manu, backhand.
Ooh, there it is. Oh.
Great effort by Benetrix trying to make that save. The backhand 2-all by Manu will score. 2 points for Jairo and Manu. Jairo will serve.
Yeah, and Manu, a couple extra breaths after that point. I mean, these guys are working hard. The backhand 2-wall here kind of kicks up off the side wall, front wall, gives Benetrix an extra second. I mean, he got there, but couldn't get the throw off in time. And for a traditional player, Manu very simply throws the ball where his opponent is not, and he's got as good a control as anybody. So look, if someone's going to throw the backhand 2-wall, not going to be too worried about Manu.
See Jairo conversing with Benny, have a seasoned veteran and one of the youngest guys on the roster. Manu's tied back into his cesta.
Good friends, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Jairo and Benny, they went back to the Chargers they started with together.
The sense of humor is just great
and
between
they
the two of them.
Those two, they practice and play so many singles points. It's all friendly banter. We think.
Well, it seemed like friendly banter.
No, between those two, for sure.
I think Benny would like the point to start. So would I.
Oh, and
I was looking at you. I didn't see what happened. It looked like the ball.
Well, see, if I were the Devils here, I would just hand Jairo the ball, put it in his basket, and force him to stand exactly where he needs to serve. Because by kicking the ball and then throwing it away, they're just giving him a couple extra seconds. I mean, it was the lengthiest point we had here, the previous point, but still, like to get it moving.
Here's Benny on the catch, backhand, powerfully thrown. Into the corner, out to the rebote. Manu to the inside, backhand from the 7 line. Rebote left side by Benetrix. Manu on the catch. Rebote to the forehand of Benetrix. Crossing the sidewall. Benetrix, backhand from the 7. Low and hard. Jairo's there. Jairo from the backhand. Benny now from the 10 line. Backhand to the outside. lands in and scores. A 5th point for Benetrix and Benny. Possible set point.
Well, another example, maybe not the most traditional shot, but throwing it where your opponent is not. The Cyclones are in this rhythm of playing to the inside, the inner third of the court, so Benetrix moves them outside and didn't respond in time.
Jairo picks the serve, a drop shot to the inside, scores. A 3rd point for Jairo and Manu. Still possible set point for Benetrix and Benny. Jairo serves.
Jairo's picked a couple of serves. First time he's been able to kill it here. The costado, left side of the player's body, shoulder level throw to the inside here. That's on the deeper end of a drop shot and on the shorter end of the inside placement.
6 more feet than these back quarters are used to. In the back quarter, front quarter goes to the outside to protect the 2-all. Back quarter covers the inside, the drop shot and inside placement. Benetrix picks the serve. Drop shot, 1.
We get there.
Jairo
Flicked it up.
made the save.
Oh,
Benetrix from the half line, outside placement scores. Point and set to Benetrix and Benny. 2 minutes goes on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
All right, so we got a 3rd set coming up in our opening match. And yeah, remember, Devils playing a little short-handed in this match. I mean, typically they would have a Rotz in the backcourt, higher ranked than Benny to make up this 2nd division team alongside Benetrix. A Jairo Manu, I mean, they were the class of this 2nd division last year with their 8-2 record, all-stars, and these young Devils have them on the ropes here after that 2nd set.
All smiles there from Etcheberry. Benetrix, a thumbs up to the camera. I think he was saying that Etcheberry's a good guy. That's been my experience.
Without question.
No, the Devils team, I mean, that's just a friendly team. I mean, that's a friendly, enthusiastic team.
A lot of camaraderie, and then you just add a Rotz to this team who can really gel with anybody. Probably the friendliest bunch of 6 that, you know, don't want to declare it, but one of the friendliest bunches of 6 players we have here.
So, by definition, does that mean that there's an unpleasant?
Yeah, some things are better left unsaid. You know, that's reminds me of something a player said in an interview yesterday that will remain nameless. That may be one of the.
Well, if it's out there in the ether, you can bring it up. You know what I mean by ether, right?
I do.
That Einstein, you know.
Look at the great backcourt play from Benny today. And Kubala, you see him next to him. Kubala coming out next with Rock against Jedden and Bradley. You see Jedden there in the background as well. But another year, I mean, together, Stu, with the same Devils team. They switched up just a few of their doubles teams. They moved Benetrix up to the 2 and the 3 team. Etcheberry now the front quarter on the 1 and the 4. Benny's playing a little front court with Rock in the back in Division 5. And then you bring back that same Kubala and Rock team. The Devils have a lot of depth, and they are arguably the most balanced team in battlecourt in terms of just, you know, no weaknesses. Kubala, for a 5th-ranked player, really good backcourt. Benetrix, probably higher than a 4. Etcheberry's got a ton of skill as well. And then you got Benny and a Rotz at the top that are great backcourters. But people are looking to knock off these Cyclones. I mean, they're the top team, defending champions. And look, the Devils knew coming into the draft that the team to beat was probably the Cyclones. They were able to freeze 4 players. They brought back their top 4, and that means they kept a lot of their doubles teams together, 3 of the 6 from last season. But this would be a statement win, especially, I mean, for Benetrix and Benny here. Typically a Division 3 team. They will be playing together in Division 3 later against Inaki and Unda, but to pick up a win here could totally flip this game day around.
Looking a little tense out there. Can't quite pick up on why. We're ready to begin our 3rd and decisive set. First to 6 points will win it. Jairo serves for the Cyclones. Could just be me.
Got that 3rd set, Stu. First match of the season.
Jairo serves, our 3rd set now underway. Catch by Benny. Big backhand. To the corner, out to the Robote. Jairo with a 2-all that will score. Robote 2-all scoring for Jairo. Jairo not known for shots. We've said it over and over and over again. In the practices occurring before the season, there weren't a lot of them, but it looked like Jairo went back home and was practicing his Costal.
Yeah, in the 11 matches that Jairo Manu played together last season, they had a total of 26 winners off of kill shots. So again, that's only, less than 2 a match, and you just got to be ready for it. Jairo finds the space and makes it a 1-0 lead.
Powerful backhand by Benny. Real powerful backhand now by Jairo. Benny from deep in the backcourt puts it on the wall. What a catch by Manu. I can't tell you how,
wall,
man, that was hitting the side wall, the back wall, just. Benny now at the 10 line. Manu pulls that off the wall, backhand. Benny's there, right up the middle. Manu calls for it. Robote for Benetrix. That ball takes off, hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Jairo and Manu. Jairo serves.
Yeah, that one kicked way up and ultimately out of play. I mean, by his reaction, Benetrix surprised that one kicked up so high.
Forehand Robote.
But again,
they tend to, that's where you tend to see the escape.
We saw that at the other facility too. Those forehand Robotes, you throw them high, they will kick up a little bit, and always have to keep that overhead screen in mind. Again, because it's so high, I think it gives you a false sense of security sometimes. Like, there's no way I could possibly throw it up there, and he just launched it, and sure enough, caught just a piece. Good serve there.
Fine serve by Jairo. Here's Manu from the 9 line. Benny takes it in the air. Backhand from the 10. On the wall, Jairo's there. A bullet by Jairo is stopped by Benny. Benny takes it in the air. Backhand. Jairo clears. Scoop by Manu. Benetrix makes a difficult save. Jairo has it. Catch by Benetrix. Benetrix sets. Backhand. Benetrix calls for the rebote. Looks for the big bounce. Stop. Oh, off the tip of Manu Cesta it goes. A point in the third set for Benetrix and Benny. Benetrix serves. This ball really had more peak up, more bounce on it than, Manu. Look.
Yeah, he goes up and then he's reaching at the last second.
He had the right height. It just, it came, it crossed him.
It kicked right a little bit, yeah.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Benetrix flirting with that over serve line.
Yeah, has all match long, and now Jairo thinking about this second serve. He's already picked one and killed it. But that's crossing and difficult to pick up there.
Manu advances, makes a fine catch. Hard throw follows Benny. Fearless in the backcourt. Manu on the backhand. Typical forehand rotate. Manu makes the catch. Low runner. Scoop by Benny. Backhand from the 8. Stays inside. Man, ooh, ball tipped. In the corner, second point. We're all tied up 2-2. Benetrix serves. That was a great throw by Benny. Manu catches everything, obviously. And that came in low, crossing the sidewall low and hard.
Couldn't have placed it any better.
Manu on the backhand. That goes to the inside. Robote. Forehand by Benetrix. Benny has it on the forehand. Jairo takes it in the air. Benny from the 10. High and hard to the back wall. Robote coming out. Rotate forehand by Jairo. Back to the inside. Good read by Benetrix. Powerful backhand by Benny on the wall the whole way. What a catch by Manu. Robote forehand. That's a great catch by Benny. Difficult catch again by Benny, this time behind the 10. Manu advances, backhand from the 8. Wall to wall from the left side, Robote forehand by Benetrix. Caught in the air by Jairo. Also, as compared to yesterday, we haven't seen either one of the front quarters throw the cortada, which was very effective on opening day yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, just one attempt, but it was stopped pretty early on in the match. Ooh, miscommunication.
Jairo lets that pass, and Manu makes the save. Benetrix, Robote, looking for the splitter. Caught by Jairo. Drop shot, caught by Benetrix. Benetrix, split placement, will score. 3 points for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Benetrix serves.
Well, you love the composure from this Devils team. Down 2-0, never panicking. Have come back with 3 straight points to take the lead, and an aggressive point by Benetrix. Goes for the split placement. Look, if Jairo makes that scoop, probably in a pretty difficult spot to win the point, but trusts his skills, trusts the shot, and it worked out 3-2. Gives him the first lead of this third set.
Here's the backhand by Manu. Manu powerfully from the left side. In the corner, Benny's there. Phenomenal catch. Benny again in the corner, comes out on the left side. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Taken in the air by Manu. Backhand from the 8 line. Manu down low. He makes the play. Robote forehand by Benetrix. Played to pass right to the back wall. Out to the Robote. Jairo's there. Benetrix stops it in the air. 2-all. Jairo's out there to stop it. Forehand, cortada. Stop by Benetrix. Jairo makes the save. Low and hard, but to the backcourt it goes. Here's the backhand by Manu. What a catch off the wall by Manu. Benny in the corner. Great catch. Big backhand. I'll tell you, I keep saying in the corner because I don't think, unless you played, folks don't have a real good understanding of how hard that catch is to make and how dangerous it is. I mean, I've heard it referred to as everything from the corner of death to, well, other things that are not
aptly named,
broadcast friendly. Here's the backhand by Jairo. What a powerful backhand throw by Benny, wall to wall. Jairo on the Robote. Robote forehand by Jairo. Benny on the right side from the 10 line. Jairo takes it in the air. Benny now. Fine catch. Powerful, powerful backhand by Manu. Robote comes all the way out. That ball kicked up. Manu looking for the Robote. Not sure where it was going. Jairo did. Made the catch.
Yeah, he had it the whole way.
Rotate forehand by Jairo. Benny advances. Takes it in the air. Backhand played to pass by Benny. Dropping. Jairo makes the save.
Benetrix wanted it. Just couldn't get there.
Yeah, he did. Manu on the catch, backhand from the 9. Benny goes to the corner again. Big backhand by Manu. Rebote coming out. Benetrix on the rebote. Scoop by Manu. Sidearm carom. Lands wide. A 4th point for Benetrix and Benny. For the Devils, Benetrix serves.
Well, all last season, it looks like here, what is it, only 4 balls thrown out of play all year by Jairo and Manu last season. I mean, they've, and nearly half that, at least 2 already, maybe even more. It just plays right into the hands of this Devils team. And we said coming into it, they get a lot of points off of tip balls by their opponents. They don't throw a ton of winners, which we haven't seen today, but they will grind you out. They'll be here in the 3rd set, and this team played so well even last year in a 3rd set in their first season, one of the best records of any team.
Fault over serve. 2nd serve. Must be good.
And fatigue certainly a factor now. I mean, Manu threw that backhand 2-all in the 2nd set, and then took a long time to catch his breath after that point. And again, going for a carom, just getting seemingly a little bit tired out there.
2nd serve is good. Here's the backhand by Manu. Benetrix calls for the rebote, plays it from the right side. Jairo, great grab. Benetrix stops it, left side. Costado for the bounce, stopped on the forehand of Manu. Benetrix. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming out, rebote forehand by Benetrix. Jairo has it. Oh, ball tipped by Benny as it was passing him. That's a 3rd point for Jairo and Manu. Jairo serves, Benetrix and Benny with 4. We're in the 3rd and final set.
Yeah, maybe an old tendency from Benny to kind of take a couple steps up from the back wall, because at the old place, you know, you could step around and save some of those rebotes if the ball goes over your head. Here, I think he recognized at the last second where he was, tried to recover, but it was just a little too far out of reach. And Benetrix after the point also telling him, hey, just stay back, protect the chick-chack and the chula. Don't let that ball go over your head.
Powerful backhand by Benny. The rotate forehand, fired by Jairo to the corner it goes, and Benny makes a great catch. Excellent catch by Manu, high on the left side. Big backhand follows. Bote coming out. Manu will take this one on the right side. Cortada stopped before the 2nd bounce by Benetrix. Here's Jairo. Great play. Rotate forehand by Benetrix. Now stopped by Manu. Rebote by Benetrix, split placement, scoop by Jairo. Jairo's 2-all lands out. As a 5th point for Benetrix. And Benny, this is possible set, possible a match point.
Well, you've been on it, Stu. Sidewall being a little more helpful with some of these shots. I mean, you see it there. It's just going to help it open up a little more. Again, that's not Jairo's go-to shot, but threw it where a place he thought it would. Just kicked well wide of the court, honestly, at the end of it.
You have to throw, basically, without getting into the subtle nuances of them, you have to throw it differently here than you throw it elsewhere. Jairo picks the serve.
Got it. Yep.
The placement to the inside will score. 4 points for Jairo and Manu. Still possible match point for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Jairo serves.
Well, that's been the most successful shot for the Cyclones, and really all teams so far through these first 2 days of battle court, playing it to the inside front part of the court here. I mean, the extra few feet of width, the extra 6 feet of length. I mean, the back quarter's got to run a little further. The front quarter's got a little extra run to get up there, and it makes a difference.
I think you and I had a conversation about this beforehand, that the inside is a dangerous place. Ball's low. Benny makes the play. Robote. Jairo, forehand Robote. Benny takes it in the air. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Manu's there. Robote by Benetrix. Catch by Jairo. Carom by Jairo. Stop by Benetrix. Low and hard by Benetrix. Scoop by Jairo. Benny hangs in there. Makes the Robote save. Jairo has it on the right side. Powerful throw. Stop by Benetrix. What a catch by Manu. Light touch, caught the top of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. What a match to start things off today. Point, set, and match for Benetrix and Benny of the Devils.
A man down, and it doesn't matter. Benetrix and Benny take down Jairo and Manu to give the Devils the first win of tonight's game day. A little championship rematch coming up next. Go to Division 6 doubles. Kubala and Rock take on Jedden and Bradley.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Now let's take a look at that game day score reflecting that win by Benetrix and Benny of the Devils. Again, remember, Benny was a sub for Arat, so that you will see Benetrix and Benny, but down in Division 3 for the rest of the season. Chargers picking up the win yesterday over the Warriors to see up there with 1 point. We got our winners over in the DraftKings Players Cage, Benetrix and Benny. There they are, guys. Again, after the first set, really didn't go the way that you would hope, but what changed between those first 2 sets to get you back in the win column?
Yeah, I think what changed is just our confidence. You know, Benetrix hasn't had that much practice on this court, so you know he has to adjust. And you know it's been a while since we played together, so I think we just kind of had to get more, you know, just back into the rhythm. Yeah,
and Benetrix, for you, same team, but a little bit of a different schedule for you this season, moving to Divisions 2 and 3 in doubles. How are you feeling about that opportunity, playing alongside Benny again and Arat?
Very excited, but you know, to move on with Arat and Benny is pretty easy. So I think we got a good chemistry with Benny, and I hope and I know we're gonna have a good chemistry with Arat. So no, only positive things, and yeah, we'll see.
Takeaway message: Benny makes life easy.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Great,
very easy.
Perfect.
Very easy.
Great
guys.
win to start off the season. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Benetrix and Benny.
Kind of like you, Andrew. You make life easy.
Wow, appreciate it. See, I was saying that about you. You kind of made everything here easy for me. So there you go. Coming up next to Division 6 doubles. Always fun down here in Division 6, and even more fun with Jedden and Bradley. And they will take on Kubala and Rock. So last season, both of these teams did compete in Division 6. Jedden and Bradley representing the Chargers. Well, they went 7-3. The Chargers let both of those players go in the draft. They were picked up by the Cyclones, who were happy to have a team with a little bit of experience. And you flip back over to the Devils side of things here. Kubala and Rock, really slow start for that team. If you remember at the beginning of last season, they lost their first 5. They finished 3-7. Totally different team in the second half of the season as Kubala was adjusting to the front court. But now a full season of experience under his belt. See what they can do here. Devils will have the serve. Jedden and Bradley ready to receive. That'll begin match 2 of this 6-match game day. We are ready to begin match number 2. Kubala and Rock serve to Jedden and Bradley. Kubala serves, and we begin. Bradley, high hard backhand to the inside. Robote's coming out. Kubala's on it, makes a save. Big bouncer inside. That kicks up. It was tipped. Kubala and Rock take the first point here of our second match.
Bradley's been out here practicing. We've had numerous conversations. Obviously not my role as announcer, but in my other role. And that habit of, ducking down at the back wall, probably not going to work. Great catch.
Ooh, Jedden's got the serve, goes for a drop shot. Kubala gets up to it, outside placement, splits them up to score. That's 2 for the Devils, out ahead early.
That's one where communication was key. Kubala got up there, made the play, didn't see the communication between Jedden and Bradley. Jedden pulled his chest out thinking that Bradley was there. I guess he saw him running, but just missed it.
Also those splitters too, where the front quarter would kind of let the back quarter make a play. Probably going to be a little bit less likely here with a little more space out on the court. If you got to play, go for it. As that serve is missed, the ace makes it 3-0. Devils serve.
Wow, that ball came off the side wall with a little extra spin. Bradley lined up on the left side, and it was in his...
The other facility, a lot of those serves that would kick back to the players' forehands were a little more difficult to control. Would be the same case here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's been some discussion forums elsewhere about, the Cortada serve. What will it do here?
Yeah.
Not sure.
We'll let you know. Bradley's on this one. Backhand from the 8. Keeps it low along the wall. Rock, nice grab.
The Cortada works.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah.
Bradley from deep in the backcourt. Powerful forehand coming right up the middle. Rock reaching down low. Secures the catch. Looking for the Pika. Big bounce. Jedden moves up on it and dropped it. 4 straight here for Kubala and Rock.
I'll tell you, the story of Rock coming out of last season, just making catch after catch after catch. And then in the practices that we've seen the last couple weeks, continued, keeping it on the left side.
Tricky throw in this level, too. The big bouncer for Jedden, that's reacting way different than he's used to.
Yeah, he was there. He was there, just came up on him pretty quick, ate him up.
Bradley from the left side, backhand stays low. Kubala calls for Rock. He just does get up there to catch it in the air. Late notice, Robote's coming out. Jedden missed that Robote. 5 straight here. Kubala and Rock have a possible set point.
Jedden really just needs to get used to the positioning. And again, the Robotes are a bit difficult to read. He was there, got assessed on it, just couldn't get the follow through.
Bradley from the outside sends it high, looking for the 3-ball play. Kubala to the outside, makes the save. Drop shot on the Robote, scores. Point and straight set for the Devils. Kubala and Rock winning it 6-0. 2 minutes. Come back and play. Set 2. 6 straight points there for Kubala and Rock. They take the first set of match number 2. Devils already with 1 in the win column. Looking to flip that result against the defending champions. Championship game day. Remember, last year was all Cyclones. They defeated the Devils 4-1 in that best of 7. Devils are hungrier. Switched up some of their doubles teams to try to compete with these Cyclones. And again, really the only unknown for the Cyclones here was Jedden and Bradley, the 2 new players to this roster. They had experience playing together. A pretty solid season last year, too, at 7-3, but just couldn't quite figure it out here. Also important to note, the backgrounds of all these players. Kubala, the only one with some experience maybe on a more traditional court. Rock, Bradley, and Jedden, all former University of Miami athletes that were trained from scratch to play Jai-Alai. That was the start of the program. Now, how many years into it? 8 years into it? These guys are playing well, playing strong, but see if they can figure it out coming out for set number 2. This court is way different than they're used to, and you see Inaki out there with Jedden just talking through some strategy. again, what we saw yesterday also, Stu, is some quicker points, especially in some lower levels of doubles with guys just trying to figure it out and get comfortable out there on the court. It's going to take some time.
Did you see that dash I just made?
You good? I got it.
A judge doesn't have a whistle. They're in my office. My office is so far.
Maybe I could unplug a computer to give you a blow or or something. I mean,
Goodness.
We're good. There's the whistle. Second set, just about ready to get started here. Comfortable, composed Devils sideline here, and every reason to be. Rock playing great, made every catch that came his way. Kubala.
Absolutely.
Not a natural front quarter, but again, very skilled player and understands the game. He can play just about anywhere. Finished up 6-0 in the Devils' favor. Set 2 about ready to begin. The team that loses the previous set begins the next set with control of the serve. That'll be the Cyclones serving to begin set 2. Look, in the 2 matches these 2 teams played against each other last season, they split. Again, Jedden and Bradley won the first one. Kubala and Rock came back and won the rematch. All Devils in the first set. There's a serve to begin set number 2 here. And we begin. Rock, big backhand there. Bradley steps out of the way. Jedden looking for the rebote, plays it to the inside.
Beautiful rebote
overhead.
by.
Rock by the 9.
I mean, that was really nice by Jedden. He was out of position on the first one. Beautifully played there.
Rock lines it up off the sidewall, backhand. Sticks along the wall. Bradley reaching in there with the forehand.
On the right side in the corner? Oh, wow.
Ball just touched a piece of that overhead screen, which is out of play. Jedden and Bradley strike first here in set 2. Another one just escaping a little bit from Rock and catching a piece of that screen. It's there.
His catching's been solid. Continues.
And for a player like Rock, too, who's had issues throughout his career with the overhead screen, it's got to be refreshing to come to a court here with just a lot more space to throw the ball. That one clears. Rebote coming back out for Jedden. Left side save. Hooked up the middle. Kubala with the scoop. Kubala whips it inside. Tough one for Bradley. Missed it. Devils tie it up there quickly, 1-1.
Not sure if Kubala was trying to get that over Bradley's head. Bradley moved up on it beautifully. One way or the other worked out in the Devils' favor.
Bradley from the left side, powerful backhand, comes shooting off the back wall. Kubala digs it out. Jedden attacking, makes the catch up in the front court. Low runner up the middle. Looks like interference will be ruled, and the point will be replayed. Interference ruled.
Interference was the call, clarified by the chief judge.
I think, is this the first one of the year, Stu? For our new fans?
Oh, my God. The 2 tallest guys on the roster. Boom. I would have guessed that Bradley would have been the one standing.
That is an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
I mean, Rock's tough, but...
Should we define interference for our new friends, Stu, joining us for the first time?
Absolutely. Players have to have clear and direct access to the ball. And if they're interfered with by their opponent, call the play.
That one dropped. Second point here for Jedden and Bradley. They take the lead 2-1.
If they feel that they're interfered with, there's usually a motion, hey, and it's the decision of the judge whether or not the player was interfered with. And in making that determination, could they have made the catch had they not been interfered with?
Oh, hard serve this time. Rock moves up on it, handles low. Now Bradley backed it to the 10, winds up the forehand. Kicking off the side wall. Ooh, good last second adjustment by Rock to secure the catch. Now here's Bradley on the right side. Full windup, looking to pass. Rock steps back, cuts it off. Backhand kicking up and out of play. That's 3 for Jedden and Bradley.
I have to say, beyond proud of what I'm seeing on this court. Bradley, Jedden, Rock, 2018 original.
Absolutely.
At the other facility. No highlight before 2018. Kyle, of course. Kyle Kubala. Some experience on the West Coast. No professional experience, though. 2019, he joined us.
Rock sends this one up high. Bradley leaping with it. Clean miss. Rebote saved by Jedden. And it scores. The 2-wall tipped outside. Makes it 4-1.
Bradley went up for it. Did not have contact with it. Comes out. Jedden makes the rebote. Yeah.
Well, the rebotes have been solid for Jedden in the second set. I mean, missed them early in the first one, but great counter. As that is an underserve. First fault, second serve here coming up.
Is that our first underserve? Did we see one yesterday?
So.
Yeah, I don't think we saw an underserve yesterday.
Mostly over.
Yeah.
Second serve there is good. Rock moving up, controls it at the 7, shoots a cortada. It's dropping. Jedden's got it just before the second bounce. Rifles one inside, picked up off the floor by Rock.
Oh, God.
The outside placement, a little outside. That's in the pad. 5 points, possible set point here for Jedden and Bradley.
I know what he's trying to do. I mean, he made the catch, and again, the catches have been fantastic. He's going out for an outside placement. Didn't work.
Ball missed off the serve. The ace ends at 6-1. Jedden and Bradley, we got a third set coming up. Just 2 minutes.
Look at that scoreboard. 6-0 in favor of the Devils. 6-1 in favor of the Cyclones. Second set.
Yeah, we could be seeing score lines like this for at least the first month of the season because, you know, again, Jedden and Bradley started off slow, and then Kubala and Rock made a couple mistakes, couldn't get themselves out of it, and next thing you know, going back to the benches here for a third and final set. First match went to a third set, won by Benetrix and Benny, who was subbing for Arats. Another one right here, Kubala and Rock against Jedden and Bradley. You see Unda there. Talking with Bradley, again, some of the nuances. I mean, you can hear a little bit of the catch. I mean, you can see what he's doing, the catching motion. It's just, everything is just slightly different than what they're used to.
Stopping the ball in this, I mean, it's just so necessary. There's a trapping motion that some players make, which is kind of like a twist of the wrist.
Right.
When the ball comes in, as opposed to just letting your wrist fall back and stopping the ball. If you notice, Bradley's sporting those earplugs, like me, and like you too, Andrew, if you want.
I see those, and I see them here.
Hey, if you don't
is
need
it just
them,
one ear though, right? Or
actually,
does he have both
I believe he plays with both. So the back wall is particularly loud. The back wall, the rebote on the back wall is particularly loud. It's both the hardness of the ball, and as well as this cavernous auditorium that we're in at the Jam Arena, and it's just very loud. What these earplugs allow for is they allow for communication. You can hear talking, but they take out the big noises, let's say.
So communication on the court, certainly not a problem at all. And
nope.
These guys communicate as well as anybody. Clock winding down here. 0-0s are ready to begin this third and final set. Kubala and Rock, they've got the serve. And one thing that holds true, though, that power from Bradley, definitely a difference maker on whatever court he's playing. I mean, in this division, Division 6, there's not many guys that can match his power from really both sides.
Absolutely.
And he throws the right side. I mean, you look at his forehand rate, it's like nearly 80%, which is, you know, compared to Rock, who's throwing like 25% of the time.
Oh, Rock's right side? No,
Yeah.
I mean,
And
unfortunately the catching's working, but he really should keep it on the left if at all possible.
Yeah, and right side, definitely a little bit of an advantage sometimes out on this court. We got the third set. Kubala and Rock will serve. There's a serve by Kubala. We begin our third set. Oh, mighty bounce off the sidewall. That's an ace to open things up. Kubala and Rock taking the first point of set 3.
Jedden didn't go for it across the sidewall deep and basically just came off that sidewall right at Brackley's chest. Protect the chest.
Another one. Bradley made the adjustment, though, switching to the right side. Wall-to-wall with the forehand. Kubala tracks it down, makes the fall-down save. Bradley moving in, secures the catch at the 7, comes over the top. Rock reaching up high. Big bounce. Floating. Bradley waits on it.
Such a powerful forehand. My goodness.
Tough rebote save by Kubala overhead. Jedden moving in, looking to attack, winds it up, sends it high and deep. Oh, that died off the back wall. And
what a
is
save.
saved by Rock. Jedden with the running drop shot. It's in and it scores. My, oh my, what a point. And we're tied 1-1.
The running drop shot. My goodness. I remember we hadn't seen much of that. I mean, look at this save by Rock. I mean, he keeps it in constant motion. It's not particularly pretty, but it works. And Jedden gets that off quick. That scores. Wow.
Oh, and I tell you what, Kubala got assessed on it. You can see in that replay. Well played by Jedden. Ties it up. Oh, that's a low, hard serve. Rock handles it back of the 9. Backhand, kicking up and out of play. That caught the screen. Jedden and Bradley take a 2-1 lead. Oh, low, hard serve. Gets it by Rock for the ace. Sticking to the inside. 3-1 advantage now for the Cyclones.
That's a fantastic serve by Jedden. I mean, a lot of power staying to the inside.
Oh, Kubala picks it. Outside placement, score. Straight to the outside after picking the serve. Kubala gets one back. Just a 1-point deficit now for the Devils.
Again, when the shots are thrown, they've been scoring. Outside placement. Jedden was there just trying to make a scoop. Tricky.
Ball missed off the serve. The ace ties it up 3-3. Yeah, another serve coming to the right side of Bradley, knocked down.
3-3 in the third set. Look at those first 2 sets, 6-0, 6-1.
Great adjustment there. Bradley's got it on the right side, forehand. Stopped by Rock, crashing into the back wall. He comes over the top. This one floating. Bradley moving up on it, secures it. Big forehand there. Kubala on the rebote, drops it inside. Gonna be a tough one. Bradley sticks with it, makes a fine catch. And it's tipped on the hop. Cyclones take the lead back. They lead at 4-3.
Real close here in the third set. Bradley positioning excellent, getting up to that ball. Communication between Bradley and Jedden spot on.
An under serve. Second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Rock up there just beyond the 7 line. Sends it, tries the pass.
What a throw.
Tipped it. That was right on the side wall. 4-4 is the score. Kubala will serve.
Rock not always able to do with the right side what he needs to do, but he did it there. He put that right on the side wall, deep in the backcourt. Beautifully done.
Right up the middle here. Rebote coming out. Kubala, nice save to the inside. A little bit of a bounce. Bradley on the hop makes the play. Shoots it low and hard. Rock stands in, had it for a moment, just fell out of the basket. That gives the Cyclones, Jedden and Bradley, 5 points and a possible match point here.
What a cannon Bradley has. I mean, it's showing up more now than it ever has before.
Yeah, again, with that overhead screen, I mean, he can really, he can really whip it. And unlike Rock, he doesn't throw a lot of left side, so not going to have too many escape and pick up and out of play. As that's an underserve. First fault, second serve here for Jedden.
Yeah, Jedden going for that, low and inside. Just missing it.
Rock keeps this one along the wall. That's kicking out. Robote for Jedden. Left side save. Coming back up the middle. Rock runs around it to keep it on the left side. Backhand clears. Early call from Bradley. Jedden all alone. Saves it to the inside. It's dropping and scoring for the win. Point, set, and match. Jedden and Bradley come back. Win the final 2 sets 6-1, 6-4.
Did the dogs sound the same here? Dogs are barking.
Still here, Stu.
In the
They
Jam
made their
Arena.
way over and to the Jam
Oh,
Arena.
man, that means
all
that
smiles.
interview's about to happen, right?
And we're going to hear from Jedden and Bradley after that win to tie up the game day.
Yeah, much easier.
How about some replays from that 3-setter in Division 6?
A fun
Jedden
match.
and Bradley taking out Kubala and Rock. Robote here. It's a 2-wall. And yep, tough catch for Kubala coming up on him quick.
I think they're setting up for an interview somewhere, and, I can't see a thing. They blocked us out. It's a whole new setup, right? I used to have, like, maybe an idea, but...
Drop shot there. Oh, you see Kubala got assessed on it, just couldn't make that catch, so close to the side wall. And there they are, all smiles, laughing already before we even get the interview started. There they are, Jedden and Bradley.
2018 guys. I mean, you're at Miami Jai-Alai. You're at the Jam Arena. 100 years of history.
Jam on it.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, especially with my guy right here.
I was going to ask you, I mean, a little bit different for you guys. What is the biggest difference, Bradley, in your mind on this court for you?
Oh, man, I love that we have such a higher ceiling. I don't feel as restrained and held back by the court. So, I'm just ready to go out there and, give this court everything I have.
Yeah, and Jedden, I follow you on social media. I saw a post earlier today.
I don't.
I heard that someone snatched your chain and you were trading it in for a ski mask.
Yes.
Care to elaborate on what that means?
Yes.
Yeah.
We didn't go back to the same team because we were living a lifestyle. They didn't like the lifestyle, so they took our chain, and then we had to put on ski masks to get another chain. So we got one of them today. We got to collect another 10 or 9.
Awesome, guys.
You
What
guys
a great
play great.
start. A lot of fun as
We
always.
got some clones over here.
We got some clones, baby.
Yeah,
And we got
whoosh,
some
whoosh.
canes.
Yeah.
Canes and clones. All right.
All right, congratulations, guys.
Yeah, I admit it. It's fun. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, we got some singles coming up next, Stu.
That's enough fun for now.
Yeah. Division 3, Echeverry takes on Jairo. Echeverry's debut here in the spring 26 season. Jairo, we saw him a little bit earlier. Tough 3-set loss to start off the day. I'm sure he's motivated to get that win here. Last season in Division 3, Echeverry finished up with a record of 2-3 in his debut season. That's really not all too bad, Stu, but Jairo, one of the best in this division with a record of 4-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our first singles match of the game day. Echeverry has the serve for the Devils.
Yeah, and Echeverry played Jairo pretty early in the season last year. I mean, it was back on September 23rd. Echeverry was a totally different player from about midway from October through the end of the season. And let's see if he carries it over here to the Jam Arena.
Powerful backhand by Jairo, Echeverry takes off, eyes on the ball. Hard rebote caught by Jairo. Jairo winding up. Catch by Echeverry. Interference. Point will be a replayed. Echeverry serves.
Again, just interference here. Point will be replayed. There was a time where maybe you could get a point for that, but that rule has been removed. Anything that is interference is now just interference, and you replay the point.
Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown by Jairo. Echeverry backs up. Forehand rebote fired to the backcourt. Dropping on the back wall. Jairo with a missed rebote midcourt. First point of this singles match goes to Echeverry of the Devils.
Well, there's so much power on that shot from Echeverry. I mean, Jairo was trying to turn that rebote well above his head. And in this matchup, too, you got Echeverry, known for the costado, throws a couple more shots. Jairo, a little more conservative, but he's got that right side.
Jairo powerfully from the left side. Rebote by Echeverry. Scoop by Jairo. Forehand to pass. That's a chick-check that scores. 1-1. Jairo serves.
Well, that's a true chick-check.
Second one we've seen 2 days in a row. Passing. Goes right from the right side. Passes the opponent. Chick-check.
Floor, wall, back to the floor in about a second.
Exactly.
It just hits straight down off the back wall. I mean, Echeverry kind of knew it, too. I mean, he was back there about the 9.5 line. He knew he was going to have to dig it out, but even that one.
A hallmark of singles play.
Even an excavator couldn't have gotten to that one. You see how low it is? And it just stays low the whole way. That is not the way that ball would have reacted in a different place. Good adjustment.
Echeverry adjusts, makes that catch on the right side. There's a chick-check. Comes out a little bit further. Still the chick-check to score. 2 for Echeverry. He serves.
And in singles especially, the positioning is going to be totally different for these guys from what they're used to. Like in doubles, in some capacity still, there was a defined front and back quarter. Here, the guys in singles were playing up closer about the 7 or 8 line. I don't think they're going to be able to do that at the Jam Arena on this court.
You're absolutely right. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Beautiful serve by Echeverry right into the corner. Hard throw. Rebote coming out. Echeverry sent that one. Hit the overhead pad. That's out. 2-2. Jairo serves.
Echeverry, I mean, he thought he was going to just whip that rebote and send it high to pass and probably score a point. Again, not really keeping that overhead screen in mind. We referenced it earlier, but because it's so much higher than what they're used to, I think that they're probably not giving it as much thought as maybe they should. But again, this is the first day. Haven't seen as many escapas in practice, so, happening in the games. And these guys are so good that, look, they adjusted before, they'll certainly adjust here pretty quickly, too.
Powerful backhand by Echeverry. Clears the overhead screen. Jairo on the run. And it's the pad. 3 points for Echeverry. He serves.
Again, just such a powerful throw. Jairo's off his footing, and he tried to turn that one into a kill shot. Goes for a 2-wall.
Doesn't go for many of them, but that one, it worked for him earlier.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the opponent to the middle of the court, trapped inside. It's the right thought. Just got to execute.
Here's the catch by Jairo. Backhand, little clip. Caught in the air by Echeverry. Echeverry powerfully from the forehand. Jairo going back behind him with that right side. A 4th point for Echeverry of the Devils. He serves.
And that blind catch overhead. I mean, Jairo feels like he's in a good position and feels like the basket's in the right spot, but just a tip.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Saved by Etcheberry. Big bounce. Good read by Jairo. He makes the stop. Drop shot scores. Well played. 3 points for Jairo, the Cyclones. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Etcheberry was back here waiting for one of those hard forehands that Jairo's known for.
Well, he sells it really well.
Catch.
See, he's
Yeah.
winding it up and then just cuts off the swing. And that's dead by the underserve line.
Powerful backhand by Etcheberry. Dropping low. Jairo saves the rebote. Etcheberry advances. Costavo. Red end stop
enough.
by Jairo. Jairo for the 3-wall play. Scoop attempt. Missed. 4-4 is the score. Jairo serves.
Well, for those at home wondering, well, why haven't we seen that many shots? It seems like the outside is open. Why don't they throw it that way? Well, because if you don't score, you give the ball to your opponent in a pretty good spot
Especially
to kill it in the
Jairo or
row.
one of these,
Yeah.
like, I mean, the list goes on and on of guys who just do not want to give it to them on the forehand. Now more than ever, especially in the Jam Arena.
Yeah.
Etcheberry keeps it on the left side. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall. Rebote coming way out. Good read by Jairo. To the inside he goes. What a scoop by Etcheberry. Costavo to
There it
wall.
is. Yep.
Beautifully executed and scoring for Etcheberry. Possible set point. That was nice.
It's different, and it's probably going to be uncomfortable for quite some time, which is probably why you don't see guys shooting as regularly as you did before.
It favors Etcheberry's game as opposed to what we experienced a few months ago at the last place.
Yeah, he plays a lot of costado, and if he can get that ball to open up off this side wall, that's dangerous.
Absolutely. Big backhand by Jairo, dropping. Etcheberry reads the rebote. Light touch to the inside. Jairo advances to make the play. Forehand rebote. High. Stopped by. Placement to the inside will score. 5-5. This is a set point. So Etcheberry saw something that the judges did not.
Yeah, he's looking at the ball. He's putting it out. He's backing up, and he's just, yeah.
I mean, we've seen worse. We've seen worse. It's very difficult to see on the inside there, but that may have lost contact with the inside, but I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, you just got to
yeah.
play through it, though, too.
Absolutely.
Because, again, backing up, looking at the ref, that one look cost him potentially the opportunity to get up and make a save on that drop shot. Now it comes down to 1 point. Still got a chance here. A little more pressure.
Etcheberry on the catch. Backhand. Low to the back wall. Rebote saved by Jairo. Etcheberry keeping it on the left side. Right to the inside it goes. Point and set to Etcheberry. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out. Player next set.
Yeah, caught the crack where the side and front wall meet, and that stayed inside to give Etcheberry the 6-5 set victory.
So the Chick-Chack's back in singles. We saw it
Who's
yesterday.
back of the
We
week?
see
The
it
Chick-Chack,
today.
huh? Yeah.
Again,
And
it's
Shula.
you have to cover the whole court in singles. I mean, you absolutely have to cover the whole court in singles, and there's a premium placed on passing. More so now. There's something, I'm telling you, there's something about the energy of this court where singles is concerned.
Well, also to that point, too, like before, I think guys could sometimes, it was maybe easier to pass on the rebote because it was coming to them a little more predictably. Now, like if you get in that where you're on the defensive and the guys are just passing you over and over, you're truly on the defensive and you're just laying up these rebotes and can't really turn it into much offense like we've seen guys like Gaucheri take shots off rebote that comes to mind. But look, we'll see here. It's still a couple game days in, a couple matches in, and these guys will certainly adjust as they did previously and as they continue to do day by day here.
The adjustment is huge. You are watching Battle Court live from the Jam Arena. Jai-Alai Miami Arena in Miami, Florida.
Again, last season, that matchup between Etcheberry and Jairo, I mean, pretty early in the season, and as you'd expect, a straight set victory for Jairo, 6-3, 6-4. But just, I mean, totally different players. You got Jairo, throws over 50% forehands. Echeverry is closer to 20%. And then the Costado rate, Jairo's virtually 2%, virtually nothing, and Echeverry up closer to 15% of the time. So stylistically, this is just such a fun matchup because it shows you that you can win in a variety of ways.
Absolutely.
You don't need to have the devastating 2-all that cuts open at the 2 line. You can just, again, grind it out, catch one more ball than your opponent, and score to the inside of this court, and score from the front and back of it, too, as you said so eloquently yesterday. I love that.
Was I eloquent when I said it? Look, the last court was very forgiving, and that's what the program needed when it first started. A forgiving court. Almost everything came out. Yeah. But here, no. I can kill you in the front court, drop shot, 2-all. Inside placement, I try to kill you in the backcourt. Chick-chack, chula. We're ready to begin our second set. Jairo has a serve for the Cyclones. I said I mean, I can't. Once upon a time, I might have been able to, or I could try.
Like the biggest difference in the stats last season from Echeverry and Jairo, oddly enough, is just the catching, really. I mean, Jairo scored 27 points off of tip balls from his opponent. Echeverry only scored 12. And the catch rate,
difference.
And a lot of points in the right side, difficult to handle. There's the serve.
It's a fine serve by Jairo. Low to the box, caught, played by Echeverry. Jairo sends it, caught in the air. Jairo from the 7 line, sends it deep, kicks up. Echeverry on the catch. Here's the backhand, wall to wall from the left side. Echeverry going for the save.
Great save.
That's in play. Excellent throw by Jairo. That ball is tipped. Jairo first up on the board here in our second set. Jairo serves.
Again, Echeverry on the defensive the entire way. That point tries to bail himself out, which would have been a great catch overhead, but just falling out of the basket there at the last second. And Jairo, one of the players that has a very defined serve routine. And I love that.
The adjustment of the shirt, too, is part of it.
Just mentally to get you set every single time. You do the same thing.
Absolutely. Clear your mind, focus on what you want to do.
Expect nothing less from a veteran like Jairo.
Here's a backhand by Echeverry. Powerfully thrown, caught by Jairo in the air. Jairo sends this forehand.
Yes, he did.
Rabote.
Oh,
caught the top of the pad. Bold effort by Echeverry. Tried to turn that into a kill shot. Caught the pad. 2 points for Jairo. Bold choice.
And he almost paid off.
Exactly.
Still.
I mean, that looked like it was going to drop in.
I mean, that caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad, is bad, but it was pretty close off of virtually nothing. I mean, he was turning nothing into what would have been just a highlight reel 2-all.
So this is part of the ritualistic serve. Checks the cesta, checks the helmet, wipes the face.
And then,
shirt adjustment.
Is it 3 bounces?
That I don't. That part I haven't paid attention to.
Well, let's count. Let's go with 6 bounces. Let's double that. Yeah.
Backhand by Echeverry. Rotate forehand by Jairo. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 3rd point for Jairo. He serves.
Well, as you're backing up into that corner, you can get a little tentative as you try to make that catch.
Well, not just that. Anytime you're moving back to catch the ball, it's, because you and the ball are going the same direction, and the ball's moving considerably faster than you are. Tricky.
And Jairo continues to play his game. I mean, just powering ball after ball to the inside here. It's opened up a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, Echeverry on the backhand from the 9, wall to wall. Rabote for Jairo, midcourt. Plays it high. It's a fine catch by Etcheberry. Jairo on the return from the 7 line. Robote. That lands in and scores. Little clip. Perfect placement. A point for Etcheberry. He serves.
Yeah, not the intent, but works out pretty well for Etcheberry here. We'll clip off the side wall first, takes it to the outside of the court, and well out of reach of Jairo.
That's pretty much well any court.
Yeah.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Powerful serve coming to the corner, huh?
He's trying to match what Jairo's powering there.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Etcheberry on the rebote sends it deep to the outside from the costado. Jairo's on it. Trying to pass. Etcheberry sets. Cannot make the play. A 4th point for Jairo. He serves. Etcheberry's been making those catches pretty consistently. That was low. Nothing easy about that catch, but also that's his sweet spot on the court for throwing kill shots. Don't know if he wasn't thinking about snapping a 2-all.
I was going to say,
or drop shot to the inside, something.
One of the best opportunities he's had in this match to
in the middle of the court
go to his shot.
Absolutely,
I mean, his go-to shot and rush the process, drop the ball.
Chick-chack scores. 5 points for Jairo. Possible set point. Wow.
Like, that's a perfect example of the throw that's going to change the game here on this court, because before Etcheberry would just move to the inside at the 8 line and just wait for that
wait for the rebote. There's no rebote coming.
Which, look, I mean, that's what he's trying to do there, but that ball can die, and that's never really been a factor before.
It is now. That is going to be one thing very interesting with the various folks that are doing the stats, but primarily rebote analytics, the differences in players between the two courts.
Well, just even after 1 week, I'll be curious to see just how points were scored the first week last year to this one.
Backhand 2-all is out of play. Point and set for Jairo. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our 3rd and decisive set.
All right, so 3rd match in a row, going to a 3rd and final set here. This time in singles, Etcheberry against Jairo.
Uncharacteristic throw for Etcheberry, no?
Yeah.
I mean, he pumped that, and then it wasn't low. It wasn't like a traditional backhand 2-all. It was different.
Yeah, I mean, wonder if, like a ball that clips and then hits to the outside, if you can land it near, like, the service line, and it's moving to the outside, I mean, it's not really returnable, but still, it's a tough place to get it to.
Definitely.
Maybe a little bit easier here, though. Back over with the Cyclones, you see, look at Inaki and Unda. They're just, man, they are eager to get out there on the court. Unda's been in the cage all day long, looking for his first match of the year coming up next against Benetrix and Benny.
It's positive energy Unda brings to the building. I mean, just wherever he goes.
Yeah, I mean, the Cyclones team, you know, not knocking anybody else, but a ton of personnel with Jed and Bradley, and then that Inaki Unda team. I mean, those two come to mind. It's just always fun when you get to interview. You
Absolutely.
see Jed still hanging out on the bench there. But Unda, he said, hey, what do I tell the veteran Jairo? Nothing, just going to walk away and, hey, do his thing.
Keep throwing chick-chacks, man.
Yeah,
Keep throwing chick-chacks.
I mean, Jairo's been in this position so many times. He is unofficially the king of a 3rd set in singles. I mean, it's just throughout his career, just year after year, always going to a 3rd set. Only played 2 3-set matches last year in singles. Won the first one against Ubia, lost the second one against Lalu, but you get to a 3rd set here, I mean, can never be too comfortable.
But listen, you say you're a better 43-year-old than me, then show me right now.
And for Etcheberry, too, I mean, last season in singles, as expected, lost his first 3 singles matches of the year to Ubia, Jairo, and Lalu, and then defeated Amigarena and Manny to get those 2 wins. So, again, 2 wins against the back quarters in this division, struggled a little more against the front quarters, but that was probably had more to do with experience last year than really almost anything else. Etcheberry's such a skilled player, and once he gets comfortable, as we saw at times last year, I mean, he could get it going like some of the top front quarters on the roster. Got a 3rd set coming up. Etcheberry already out there. Jairo making that walk. Etcheberry will begin set 3 with control of the serve.
We're ready to begin our 3rd and final set 4. This match, Etcheberry has the serve for the Devils. First to 6 points in the set, wins it. Here's the serve. Our set has begun. Backhand by Jairo, caught by Etcheberry. Etcheberry powerfully from the left side. Jairo's there. Forehand from the 8 line. Looking to pass. What a catch by Etcheberry. Drop shot scores. Jairo first up on the board here in our 3rd and final set. He serves. He sold it.
Well, he's done that to Etcheberry a couple times in this match, and he's on the back foot because of Jairo's power. He's expecting to have to back up to try to pick that ball off along the back wall, and then when you cut off the swing like that, it's pretty hard to start your momentum back up and explode up towards the front wall and track it down.
But also maybe don't telegraph, because, I mean, he's right behind Jairo, and if my opponent's behind me, you know, I'm looking, I have a pretty good idea where to put it.
Right. That's a long run. I mean, that's 100
Long run
plus
or
feet.
the outside. Yeah, absolutely.
And truthfully, Etcheberry hasn't even run for most of them. So if I'm Jairo, I'm going to keep throwing it.
Powerful backhand by Etcheberry. Rebote, forehand by Jairo. Etcheberry makes a great catch deep in the backcourt. That kicks up. Jairo's there. Jairo passes.
What a forehand.
That Rebote shoots way out and scores. 2 points for Jairo in the 3rd set. He serves. Trying to protect the back. And again, you stay too far in the back. It's
takes that big bounce over you.
But I mean, Etcheberry's been beaten by 2 chick checks.
Right.
So how do you not protect the back? It's.
I was going to say, it's pretty hard to blame him because most of those balls have been dead in the corner and hasn't gotten one up over his head like that. But Jairo's got a bunch of extra power in the tank. Makes it 2-0 here to start off set 3.
Excellent catch by Etcheberry off a fine serve by Jairo. This ball is dropping. Jairo, forehand Rebote. Passing. This one shoots out again and scores. 3 points for Jairo. He serves.
And it's got to be frustrating for Etcheberry, too, because there's just not much he can do on these points either. It's not like he can cut that off and try to throw a 2-wall and win the point. I mean, he is just, again, always playing defensively here, just trying to survive and give himself an opportunity, and Jairo not letting him up. 3 straight here.
Jairo just playing Jairo's game. Keep it on the right side. Send it.
Totally composed.
Etcheberry powerfully from the left side. Here's Jairo deep in the backcourt. Looking to pass. He does. Etcheberry taking off. Eyes on the Rebote. Powerful forehand. Kicks up. Jairo.
Oh, what a save.
He dug that out before the second bounce. Etcheberry up there. Looking for the chick-chack. Bounces over. Not a chick-chack, but comes out and scores. Etcheberry's on the board with the point and the serve. Etcheberry was in that same position a couple times. Jairo was like, I got it. Oh, no, I don't.
Same effectiveness on the shot right there. I mean, hitting off the back wall in the air and just taking a mighty hop up over Jairo. It's the difference if it hits the floor first, it probably dies there, hits the back wall, takes a big bounce, and does Etcheberry the point?
Alt over serve. Second serve must be good.
I saw it.
Second serve is good. Here's the backhand. Etcheberry, fine catch on the left side. Escapa mucho on the forehand of Jairo. 2 points for Etcheberry.
Again, speed at which the ball comes off the back wall kind of sets the pace for the rebote, as you talked about
Absolutely.
previously. And again, just coming up on him quick, escaping to the outside. And
To throw it with control is the art of the rebote, and that one came at him a bit too fast. Excellent catch by Jairo off an excellent serve by Etcheberry. Etcheberry stays in the backcourt to make the catch. Hard backhand. Goes to the forehand of Jairo. Jairo going deep. Rebote. Etcheberry makes the save. Jairo with the tip ball. We're all tied up. 3-3 in the third set. Etcheberry serves for the Devils. Happened to Etcheberry earlier. That right there in the middle. He missed a ball. Now Jairo did.
coming straight to his forehand, probably thinking about how he was going to kill it. And
how hard am I going to throw this
Right.
ball? Am I going to throw it over his head? Am I going to cross?
he just missed the ball.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Excellent catch by Jairo. Backhand caught in the air by Etcheberry. Jairo from the 8 line, powerfully. Rebote, saved, goes to the pad. 4 points for Jairo. He serves.
And it just feels like every rebote, Etcheberry and Jairo for that matter, have played have been either so low or so far above their head that they just
They're
can't
completely
do
defensive.
anything
No,
with it.
They're completely defensive.
I mean, haven't seen really anything like it on the rebote from what we're used to, and it's just going to change the game completely. As you said, I mean, you said it last year, but there is even more of a premium on passing here in singles. It sets up the entire point.
It's one thing to explain it. It's another thing for you to sit back here and watch it. Etcheberry on the backhand, powerfully goes to the outside. Jairo, beautiful positioning, great save. Well, that's an illegal change of motion, but phenomenal effort by Etcheberry. 5 points for Jairo, possible match point.
Yeah, he goes up the wall, does a twist, then he's got it on the left side and tries to spin
I mean,
around
great.
and
I mean, that's
throw it.
phenomenal control. That really is. But you got to throw the ball on the same side that you make the catch. Sometimes we blur the line a little bit. You heard that a little earlier, but there's nothing blurry about that. Yeah, the spin gave it away. I realize that the Winter Olympics are going on right now, and there's a premium on spinning, but not in Jai-Alai. Excellent catch by Etcheberry. Powerful backhand. Going to the outside. Jairo's there.
Oh, what the hell?
Kicks up and scores. Point set and match to Jairo of the Cyclones.
Well, dropped the first match of the day, but the Cyclones have responded with back-to-back wins to retake the lead 2-1. Entering the second half of today's game day, we got Division III doubles up next. Benetrix and Benny take on Iñaki and Unda.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sports book for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Back with our winner, Jairo there. First singles match here at Jam Arena. Different court, different experience, but another win for you to start off the season. I want to ask you about the physicality, Jairo, because the other court, again, guys were exhausted, but here it's a little bit bigger. You got to throw it a little bit harder. How does it compare to what we've seen the last couple seasons?
I mean, this court is well, the core of the bolo, I don't know. It's very weird because as soon as you start playing, it gets cold or slower, so I mean, you have to change your way you play because it's the opposite that normally you have to do. So it's weird and difficult to adjust and to this new court. Let's see.
And coming in, I mean, for your first match of the day, you're talking about the adjustment period and doing some things. Like, what was the strategy coming out? Was it just play to the inside, pass, and just do all the basics? Or what were you thinking coming into it?
Yeah, I mean, you have to catch and throw, but the thing is that you cannot throw nothing. I mean, if you want to be aggressive, you need to be between 7 and the front court wall. Right. Yeah. So most of the time we are taking the ball in the back, so it's so difficult to make the point. Not even for the players that they throw kills at. I'm not that kind of guy, but even for me, this is impossible.
Well, hey, Jairo, you got the win and a great start to your singles
And by the way,
season.
Jairo, apologies for that yelling routine that I gave you. You did the court beautifully, and I was frustrated at the mop, not you. I apologize for that.
I know you are in your days.
Thanks, Jairo. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye.
Oh, how about that little view there,
Wow,
Stu?
that's a different view, huh? Look at that. I don't even know where that camera
catwalk
is.
Cam? Is that what
I have no. Where could that camera be?
Well,
look at that.
It's got to be up there, kind of close to the front wall, looking straight down at them. Well, you see Benetrix and Benny coming out for a second match of the day here in their ranking this time against Inaki and Unda, Division 3 matchup. Last season, Benetrix and Benny finished atop this division with a record of 8-2. Inaki and Unda, kind of an up and down season for them as Unda was adjusting to the court, played better in the second half. That team finished with a record of 4-6. Benetrix and Benny coming off of a win earlier today. They played together as Benny was substituting for Arats in match 1. Looking to pick up the second win for the team and tie up the game day. Devils will have the serve. Benetrix serves. We begin match 4. Unda pumps a backhand right up the middle. Benny makes a catch on the right side. Unda calls him off, makes the catch off the side while low runner, and he stands in. Big backhand this time. Benny watching it. Rabote comes out to Benetrix, lays it up from the right side. Inaki backing up, makes a nice catch.
Powerful reverse.
Big backhand. Rabote played. Ooh, that kick to the middle of the court. Inaki takes a look, sends it high back inside. Benny recovers.
Benny's positioning was perfect there.
Rabote right up the middle. Benetrix looks back. Benny's in position. Scoop by Inaki.
This one's coming well.
Long Rabote, high bouncer. Benetrix on the left
that
side.
kicked up.
That
Look at
kicked
that.
up. Unda in position. Inaki's there. That's great communication. He made the save, but Benetrix has a shot. It's a dropper, and it scores. 2 bounces. First point of our 4th match goes to the Devils.
High energy point to start things off there. Benetrix looking a little bit more comfortable.
Well, and a great opportunity, too. I mean, attacking off of that high lofting Rabote save thrown by the Cyclones. I mean, that's what you have to do, run up on the ball and make those opportunities for yourself. They're not just going to come to you as often as they did maybe previously. Benetrix doing a nice job there. Rabote left side. Here's Unda now from the 8. Ooh. Ball clean miss in the corner. Right at Inaki's feet, he's going to let it pass. Unda, sidearm play. Benny, he's got this one between the 9 and 10. Ooh, sends it deep, not deep enough. Unda backing up, stops it on the right side. Now Benny does the same. Unda lines it up off the sidewall, low bullet. Benny now from the 10. Catch in the corner, blind overhead. Unda with the outside placement. It's in, but Benetrix makes the stop. Powerful forehand coming back inside. Tough one, opening and scoring for the Devils. That makes it 2-0.
Got to give Unda credit. He went for the outside placement. Benetrix read it perfectly, was out there, made the catch, returned it to score.
There's the outside placement attempt by Unda, but look how deep Benetrix is playing. I mean, back at the 7th line, handles comfortably, makes him pay. High bouncing serve, Unda takes it outside, lofts it up high, well out of reach of Benny. Now the rebote for Benetrix. Ball dropping. That scores 3 straight now for the Devils.
Unda moving up to try to take that ball in the air, particularly low. Didn't have an opportunity to go for the scoop. Oh, what a catch.
Inaki's got this serve, 2-wall.
Oh, what a catch.
Stopped by Benetrix. He flicks it up in one fluid motion. Inaki again, this time tries to pass, but Benny's right there. Over the top inside. Look at Unda, perfect positioning. Now into the corner. Benny ducks Benetrix, plays the rebote inside along
Inaki,
the wall. What
my
a grab.
goodness. What a catch.
And Unda laboring a bit, reaching for that back. Did it the last point, doing it again here. Now Benny sends it up high, passes. Unda watching. Inaki gets back in. That escaped, and it's going to land wide. 4 in a row for the Devils. Benetrix and Benny.
Stretching it out here on the back. I mean, I wish I had an X-ray back here, but I don't.
Unda runs around this serve, drops the backhand inside. Benny steps up, takes it in the air. Now Unda charging down the inside, powerful throw. Tries to pass. Strong rebote played right back to him. Oh, Benny in the corner.
Great
nice
catch.
grab, backhand, stopped by Unda. Yeah. 2 throws now, he's reached, backhand 2-wall, caught in the air by Inaki. Cortada comes in and scores. First point for the Cyclones, Inaki and Unda.
Cortada thrown perfectly by Inaki.
Yeah, Benny usually times up those backhand 2-walls a little better. That one, especially with Unda laboring in the backcourt.
I mean, he's wincing.
Questionable.
He's wincing.
No, he's been wincing. I mean, it happened reaching down low. I think it was the 3rd point where he reached down low for that ball, right away reached for it, and then every throw, well, or every other throw, I mean, he's reaching for that spot. And still, before the serve comes in. Benny, low runner inside. Unda handles in the air. Benny for the middle of the court. Keeps it on the left side, sends it up high. That's on the wall. Unda tipped it. 5 points. Possible set point here for the Devils.
Did you jump?
A little bit.
Okay.
Still gets me. Unda sidearm play, catches 3 walls. Benny,
Great
only
save.
one that can make the save, and he does. Scoop up in the front by Inaki. Karam comes in. Benetrix stops on the outside. His Karam return will score. Point and set. Benetrix and Benny win it 6-1. 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
Look at the different shots make. My goodness.
And the question here between sets is, how is Unda doing? I mean, still staying out there, trying to stretch it out. But can't take anything away from the Devils. I mean, they built that lead early and just never looked back.
Aggressive play. A real aggressive play by the Devils.
Well, Benny won the first match of the day, looking for a second right here. And wouldn't you know, Benny coming out for a 3rd match, subbing for Aratz against Manu in singles. That will be our final one of the day. And up next, for those wondering, again, Echeberry Kubala against Jairo and Bradley. And for for those new to battlecourt, I mean, how it would work in the event of an injury or something like that, a lower-ranked player can come in. So Undo, the 4th-ranked player on his team, anybody ranked 5 or 6 or from the taxi squad could come in. So that would be Bradley or Jedden. But again, he's stretching out, and knowing Unda, he's going to play. I mean, that guy loves to be out on the court. He just loves Jai-Alai.
No question about it.
Such a competitor.
If nothing's broken, maybe even if something's broken, he's going to try to play.
Yeah.
40 seconds to go. He's back out on the court.
He's going.
That was nice. Jedden was offering him water. Declined.
You know what? I'm good. Yeah. Devils now making their way out. Benetrix and Benny. Just so impressive that they put together an 8-2 season last year for the Devils. I mean, given Benetrix's lack of experience on the court, and Benny, I mean, still not the youngest anymore, but was the youngest player on the roster last season.
Yeah, now with Eggy at 18, it's
getting younger, Stu.
It happens.
Second set ready to begin. Inaki, eager to serve.
How old were you when you started announcing here? Started announcing.
That would have been 22.
Wow. You look great, Andrew.
Thanks, Stu. We begin our second set with the serve. Backhand to the inside, stopped by Unda. Revolte left side, back inside. Inaki couldn't get there.
What a catch.
Reaching up on the hop.
Oh,
and
my.
it scores on the return. First point is set 2 to the Cyclones. Inaki and Unda.
Look, I don't like roller coasters either. You know, so watching that ball coming back, knowing how hard the ball is, knowing where Benny is, I mean, my goodness. It's scary. They make it look easy, but my goodness.
Here's Inaki just beyond the 7, floats it by Benny. Revolte coming out, Benetrix. Oh, that one kicked up and out of play. It's a 2-0 lead to the Cyclones.
That happened to him in the earlier match, was it? Escaped the overhead? No.
Well, he just sent the Revolte, threw it about as hard as he could, and it just kicked way up and out of play. Same exact throw.
Yeah.
Benny keeps this one low to the inside. Unda lines it up. Backhand passes. Revolte left side. Turn to the inside. Inaki, nice high scoop. Now the Revolte back out to Benetrix. Kicks it off the sidewall. Inaki's right there. Blind catch overhead. Here's Benny. Comes out from the right side. Inaki again backs up. Takes it in the air. That one died off the back wall. Benetrix able to lay it up. Inaki into the 2-wall.
Beautiful.
Thrown to score. Inaki makes it 3 straight for the Cyclones.
Naki moved into position, made the catch in the air, was composed the entire time. Look at him. Makes the catch, takes his time, boom. Beautifully done by Naki.
Serve takes Benny to the outside, sends it up high, right up the middle for Unda. Benetrix there at the 7. 8 passes. Unda ducking out of the way. Inaki comes back and saves the Revolte. Well, Benny.
Oh, what a save by Benny. That's going to score.
That scores.
Apologies all around. Didn't mean to do it. I did mean to save it.
Great save by Benny. Gives the Devils the first point of set 2.
Wow. I mean, just anything he can do to save it. I don't know. The way he twisted his wrist, maybe. I don't know. He was looking to throw it that well.
Oh, but that was just perfect.
Yeah. No, he raised his hand. Yeah, he was just trying to save it.
The ball missed off the serve. Back-to-back points for the Devils. Cuts the deficit to just 1.
Great save by Benny.
Oh, this is a... You see something you never see, huh? Every day, Stu.
If you're paying attention, yeah.
If you're
paying in life, that's the way life is, Andrew.
Robote left side, saved by Benetrix at Unda's feet. Clean miss, and the rotate out there. Quickly 3 points for the Devils, and we are tied 3-3.
Yeah, Benetrix is looking much more controlled. Again, last season, his adjustment to the court was just beyond impressive. And, yeah, he looked a little lost in that first match. Not now.
Yeah. First set in particular, too.
Yep.
Oh, Benny on the hop, leaping grab deep in the backcourt. Sends it high, that passes. Robote for Inaki, kicks off the sidewall, right back to Benetrix. Backhand, it's a low bullet along the wall. Unda gets in there. Left side Robote, high to the inside. Big bounce, controlled by Unda. Benny pushes him to the outside. Unda gets there, shoots a cortada. It's low, it's dropping. Benny knows where to be, great positioning. And it scores on the return, perfectly placed on the wall to give the Devils their first lead of set 2.
Yeah, no. We know that it can, you know, bounce off the back wall without breaking it. I don't know. Well, anyway.
Can't be harder than a throw, right?
If he's pissed enough.
Could. There's a backhand. Unda thought about it. Ducked out of the way late. Inaki has to go down to a knee to make the save. On the hop. Nice scoop by Benetrix. Low bullet again. Unda steps up.
This Robote's coming out.
Coming way out. Hits high off the back wall. Benetrix turns it inside. Unda reaching
overhead.
What a
catch.
Fine stop in the corner. Robote forehand now. It's dropping. Unda steps up. Now Benny, middle of the court. Deep in the backcourt. Sends it back inside. Well, both Cyclones there.
Oh, someone came up with it.
Safely, that ball is in play. Now Benetrix powers it inside. Oh, look at Unda running around it to scoop it up.
I'm glad Inaki ducked.
Now another Robote back to Benetrix. High to the inside. Unda patiently waiting on it. Back of the 9. Oh, that's stuck in Benny's basket.
That
Tough
was a great
grab.
catch.
Hard throw again into the corner. Now Inaki for another Robote. Benetrix moves in, looking to attack. Middle of the service box, powers it back into the corner. Unda looking, and Inaki's there for the save.
Oh, look at Benny move in.
Benny moves in, forehand back over the top. But Unda has got in the middle of the court. Oh, low cortada. Benetrix gets there. Forehand Robote cut off by Benetrix. Sends it up high again. Unda stops it in the corner.
Do we have a danger meter that someone turned up?
Yeah, it's past 10. Forehand whip to the inside now. Benny,
what a catch.
Tough grab as that crossed the sidewall late. Now Benetrix cuts it off at the 8, sends it up high again. Unda watching, Inaki getting in position, goes down to the floor once more for the Robote. Cortada comes in, and it scores. What a shot there by Benetrix. 5 straight points into a possible set. Possible match point here for the Devils.
Such a hard-fought point. Beautiful cortada executed by Benetrix. Cortada thrown low over the pad, crossing to the side wall. Coming off the sidewall low.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Inaki cuts off the serve. 2-wall is in the pad, and that pad is bad. Point, set, and match. Benetrix and Benny win their second of the day, 6-1, 6-3 this time in straight sets. Responsible for both of the wins up there for the Devils, Benetrix and Benny have tied up this game day 2-2. Stick around for some doubles coming up next. Going down to Division 4, Echeverry and Kubala take on Jairo and Bradley. Great matchup coming up next. Let's take a look at some replays. Robote left side. Save by Benny coming up the middle. And then the carom by Inaki, not enough. Look at Benetrix, great defense. And then the offense follows there with the carom that scores.
Oh, look at this.
Outside, yep. Well, that kind of started the run there. I guess we'll, Well, looks like Benetrix and Benny are ready to go there after that win. Congratulations, guys. Now, Benny, after last season, you guys went 8-2. I mean, one of the best records in this division. How do you manage such high expectations when you got to take it just day by day?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't know how we were going to play the first season since it was the first time we played together. But from the beginning, we felt really comfortable playing with each other, and we just need to continue that chemistry.
Awesome. And Benetrix playing with Benny here for the second season. What do you look forward to most when you step out there with him?
Win, honestly. Well, like I told you before, it's pretty easy, and I think that type of court is good for us because we need to be patient, and physically it's going to be tough. So I think it's a pretty good court for us, but we will see. We'll see.
Max, you seem to be more comfortable throwing shots in that game than you were the first.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. It's kind of a question. Yeah, I believe so, yes.
I think I had more balls for trying to try something, but no, I was not that confident, honestly.
Okay.
Well, hey, another win for you guys. You've tied up the game day on your own. See what happens these last two matches. Thank you.
Thank you.
Send out Echeverry and Kubala up next to see if the Devils can step out ahead going into the finale. But the Cyclones, they got a tough team in their own right. That's Jairo and Bradley. Two teams that are paired up, I believe, for the first time in battlecourt. Echeverry and Kubala here for the Devils, and Jairo and Bradley for the Cyclones. In terms of the ranks here, the player rank, dead even. Third ranked front quarter with a fifth ranked back quarter. Jairo with Stan was such a dominant team last year for the Cyclones. This season, they had to pair Jairo with Bradley, move him up into Division 4. And this is still a team that the Cyclones have high expectations for, as do the Devils. Should be a fun one here to decide who gets the lead going into the final match.
We're ready to begin our next match. Echeverry has the serve for the Devils. Echeverry serves, we begin. Kubala from the backcourt, backhand. Bradley, difficult catch on the forehand. That hit the choppa just under the pad. First point for Echeverry and Kubala. So the big question when we put that up there was, we knew we needed it, but would it make the correct? Yes, it does not sound like a wall.
That worked. And it left a nice mark, too.
Powerful forehand by Bradley. Wall to wall. Echeverry on the rebote. Jairo picks it out of the air. Low and hard. Kubala's there. Backhand. Beautiful catch by Bradley. Kubala in the corner. Kubala calls for the ball. Backhand from the 8 line. Into the corner it goes. Out to the rebote. Played by Jairo. That kicked up. Echeverry makes the catch. 2 points for Echeverry and Kubala of the Devils. Echeverry serves. Lots of traffic.
Yeah, and these type of matches where you have a mismatch of the ranks between one player and another are very interesting to me, and I was curious to see how they would play out because of the defined role of the front and back quarters on this court. Bradley's going to have to stay back, defend that Chick-Chack and Chua, but the Devils can attack him too. Jairo aggressive, but in the pad.
Drop shot attempt hits the pad. Point for Echeverry and Kubala.
But again, just think about we used to be smaller court. It's just plain easier to play one-on-two if you have to. I mean, here they're going to rely on Bradley, and they're probably going to play the biggest keep-away game from Jairo that you're ever going to see this season.
Well,
and after the first
try
point,
to keep it away from his forehand. I mean,
after the first point, Echeverry looked at Kubala, pointed to the corner, and was just every throw.
Keep it in the corner.
There. Inside in the corner, force Bradley to beat you with his left and his catching.
Big backhand by Bradley. Forehand rebote. Escapes. Hits the overhead screen, which is out of play. It's a point for Jairo and Bradley. The Cyclones. Jairo serves. One thing that I am impressed by, Bradley is the first to criticize his left side game. I mean, he's the first to say that, you know, I really prefer to take everything on the right side. You see the crouching in the corner to try to make the catch. But he had to make an adjustment here, and so far, a few good backhands. Good to see.
And it's got to help, like he said, that the screen is, you know, way higher too, because that backhand before would sometimes get away from him. Here, I think he can just rear back and just let it go.
Kubala, backhand from the backcourt. Bradley from the 9 line. Too hard, too high. That hit the pad. A 4th point for Echeverry and Kubala of the Devils.
Giving away a few points in this set, Stu. I mean, twice that ball is sent up high into that overhead pad.
Fault, over serve. Second serve must be good.
I already picked a serve. See if he tries to go for this second one.
What a catch by Kubala. Bradley now from the backcourt. Big right side. Kubala from the backhand. Bradley is there. Powerful forehand by Bradley. Caught by Kubala. Jairo now. To the inside. Kubala's there again. Backhand. Straight to the backcourt. Bradley. Fine catch at the 10 line. Absolute bullet from the backhand of Echeverry. Rebote by Jairo.
Here's the thing, too. In these matchups where Jairo's played with a lower-ranked backcourter, he's been able to use...
Ball dropped. 5th point for Echeverry and Kubala. Possible set point.
But he's been able to use that forehand rebote as a weapon on the defensive side of the ball, really, when it hits off the back wall. Now he can't do that anymore, and again, you just see him on the defensive the whole way. It's 5-1, chance for the Devils to take this set.
Powerful serve by Echeverry. Fine catch and return by Bradley. Rebote for Echeverry to the inside. Going to cross the wall, and Bradley comes up with a great catch. Karam does not open up, but it is stopped by Kubala. Light touch from the right side, and it scores. Point and set to Echeverry and Kubala of the Devils. Second set coming up.
6-1. Echeverry and Kubala take the opening set of match number 5 here with a 2-2 game day. Well, the winner of this one will secure at least half a point for their team in the standings, and then a chance in the final match of the day to win it. We got Benny against Manu in singles to close out the day. Again, Benny substituting for Arats. And, you know,
if we can big picture it for a second, Stu, I mean, thinking that the Devils don't have a Rots today, and Benny subbing in 2 matches, the fact that we're here at 2-2 and a chance to potentially get some points on the day, not all too bad against the defending champions.
Agreed. I mean, this Devil squad is well put together, huh?
The word that just deep and balanced, and Kubala is one of the key pieces to that, because as a backcourter in Division 5, and he has some traditional experience, I mean,
He's comfortable staying in the backcourt.
I mean, you compare him to, like, the other 5 backcourters, like Bradley, traditionally trained, not as much experience. Yeah, Kubala lacks the power and he lacks the pizzazz of a backcourter, but he makes up for it with catching and just being one of the most consistent players, and that's most important than anything.
Absolutely. Did you think that Benetrix knew the camera was on him?
Flipping back over here to the Cyclone side of the cage.
Very serious looking.
So they're right behind us here. This is just throwing me off visually. Cyclones. Devil. Okay. Sorry, Stu.
I like to think of it as like far, far away.
But
not really. It's right there. Designed to keep the players from wandering into the announcer's booth, as we've seen.
Well, I got kind of lost getting to the announcer's booth myself. So if you pick the wrong curtain.
You keep coming in the side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the same thing with me.
Well, just to force a habit for us,
Need to put up some arrows.
Well played by the Devils right there. And when Echeverry and Kubala were put together in Division 4, I think the expectations were through the roof for this team. With Echeverry in year 2, Kubala for his value as a 5, you can put him down in the 4th-ranked team with a player like Echeverry. Jairo and Bradley are going to be some of the toughest competition for these guys, and we saw 6-1 in the first set. But we got a long way to go, not only in this match, but in the season, too, as these teams figure it out.
We're ready to begin our next set. Jairo has a serve for the Cyclones. Powerful serve will start things off by Jairo. Clean miss. Rebote save. Kubala calls for the ball. Jairo midcourt, backhand. Kubala now from the 9 line. Bradley with a fine catch on the left side. First point. Second set goes to Echeverry and Kubala. Devils. Echeverry serves.
Yeah, just a miscommunication right there. I mean, Jairo was in position, but just didn't call and verbalize that was his remote.
And scooping in the, you really need to catch that ball in the air. Scooping is completely different. What a catch by Bradley. Tremendous adjustment. Here's Kubala.
Maybe only one guy that can make that adjustment.
Yeah, that's Bradley. Just made it. Wow, phenomenal. Beautiful catch by Kubala. Reaches behind him to make the play. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 2 points for Echeverry and Kubala. Echeverry serves.
Well, I think the way this is played out, I mean, you are seeing just the Cyclones team that is just surviving out there on all these points. I mean, Echeverry and Kubala playing more like a true team. Kubala, again, such a good backcourter, makes tough catches overhead on the wall, doesn't matter. Ooh.
Rebote to the inside, powerfully thrown by Echeverry.
See what he does with it.
Here's backhand by Kubala. Powerful backhand by Bradley. Big right side by Bradley, goes wall to wall. Fine Rebote goes back to the inside. Jairo, clutch catch at the 7 line. Kubala's there, pulls it off the wall. Fine catch. Bradley will take this one on the forehand. Backhand to the outside. Does not stay in play. That's a 3rd point for the Devils. Echeverry and Kubala. Echeverry serving.
Right idea, just missed a little bit on the execution. I mean, had both Devils going the other way and just needed to drop it inside the court anywhere and caught the pad next to the cage. That's out of play.
Bragley, another great catch. I'll tell you, Etcheberry really needs to stop moving in there with Bragley's right side. I mean, again.
That went outside of his right shoulder.
I think we need to send a memo. We can't do that during the game, but...
You got to tell, it will tell him for sure. Because I can imagine the front quarter just doesn't really understand how close they are to getting hit sometimes.
Kubala on the bounce makes the catch. Here's Jairo from the 7 line. Backhand to the corner. Robote diving save by Etcheberry. Floater. Jairo moves up, grabs it. Low and hard to the inside. Kubala's there, has a tip ball. That's a point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
Well placed here. Look at Jairo. Every time he gets the ball, I think he's going to shoot something low, hard to the inside. Those cortadas working yesterday, worked right there. Just a difficult spin as it crosses the side wall.
Ball, fine catch. There's the backhand. To the backcourt it goes. Robote saved by Jairo. Well played. Etcheberry advances, takes a look. Powerful throw. Will score. A 4th point for Etcheberry and Kubala of the Devils. Etcheberry serves.
And that's another throw. You think back to the previous court. Kicks off the sidewall, hits off the back. That Robote could come all the way back out
Absolutely.
to Jairo. Here,
You're right.
No way it's coming back out. So Bradley either has to step in front of it or it's out of reach of Jairo, but they got to go for it as it's coming at you.
Big right side by Bragley. Caught by Kubala. Bragley again. Here's the backhand. Bragley on the catch. Kubala gets in there. Tremendous play on the left side. Powerful backhand by Bragley. And look at Kubala at the back wall. Well played.
Just playing his role back there.
No,
I mean, he
doing
hasn't
a great
moved
job.
from the 9 line to the 10 line, and he's just catching almost everything.
Jairo deep in the backcourt. Forehand. Played back. Etcheberry takes it off the side wall. Costello to wall opens and scores. 5 points for Etcheberry and Kubala. Possible set, possible match point.
This Devils team has played so well, and that's the first Costano 2-wall that Etcheberry's thrown. This is going to be the best offense for this team, and they have a couple different ways to beat you. They're showing you in this first match of the year.
Big right side again by Bragley. That ball stays inside and scores. 2 points for Jairo and Bragley of the Cyclones. Jairo serving.
In some of those lower divisions of doubles, like Division 6 where Bradley competes, that power is just devastating. You get against some of these threes and some higher ranked players, they can manage it because they've seen some of that speed. And Kubala, that ball was dropping low, coming to his feet, just a tough one to handle. Extends the match here at least a point. Jairo and Bradley, still a lot of work to do to get back into it.
Beautiful view there of the Jam Arena. I'll tell you, it really is looking good. All the feedback we've gotten so far has been
if you're
excellent.
in the area, you got to come on Friday.
Friday night, absolutely 7 p.m.
Jai-Alai, concerts afterwards, shows.
Comedy.
I mean, comedy show.
Not us, by the way. I mean,
No, professionals.
We're entertaining enough, but here's a serve by Jairo. Kubala moves in, makes the catch. Bragley powerfully. And what a catch by Kubala again. Kubala now from the 10 line to the inside. Jairo all the way back to the 8. Tough catch by Bragley. Maintains control, gets the backhand off powerfully. Etcheberry gets in there, sent the Robote too high. A third point for Jairo and Bragley. Jairo serves.
They pass a few times, put the Devils on the back foot, and you see a couple unforced errors here. Gives them 2 points in a row. In a match that was all Devils beforehand. Cyclones still hanging around.
Would appear that Jairo found a wet spot.
Right where Etcheberry fell down.
Ah,
for
yes.
that rebote.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that would work here, but
You mean as far as a towel?
we got towels, but it's a little bit of a longer process to get a towel.
Yes, it is.
A couple more feet.
A fourth point for
It's an ace,
Jairo
huh?
and Bragley. Ace coming in low. Jairo serves.
Wow. At 5-1, had the feeling like this match was just about over, and all of a sudden, 3 straight points.
Beautiful serve by Jairo. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Bragley on the catch. Backhand from the 9. Powerfully thrown. Etcheberry, powerfully from the 7 line. Jairo calls for the rebote. Makes the save right over Etcheberry's head. Etcheberry on the catch. 2-0
Oh, no.
is out.
Way wide.
5-5 in the second set. So, if the Cyclones are able to win this point, we'll go to a third and decisive set. Or Etcheberry and Kubala could finish it here.
Shocking because of the way the match had gone beforehand. I mean, won 11 of 13 points to the Devils before this 4-point run for the Cyclones to tie things up. Just felt like the Devils had full control. Didn't feel like there was any energy coming out of the Cyclone side, and here we are with a chance to extend it to a third set.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. He plays it high. Bragley lets it pass. There's the save. Etcheberry, backhand. Inside all the way. Jairo's there. Jairo powerfully from the left side. Kubala at the back wall. Great catch by Bragley. Kubala again on the back wall. Tremendous play. Bragley now from the forehand. Oh, what a catch. Off the wall by Kubala. Bragley down low. Rebote coming out, up the middle. Etcheberry makes a save. Big bounce. Brought in by Bragley. Wow. Here's the backhand by Kubala. That wow was for nice clip. Ball tipped. Point set in a hard-fought match for Etcheberry and Kubala. The Devils taking it in straight sets.
Yeah, 6-1, 6-5. I'll tell you what, Bradley really stepped up in the second half of that second set. Totally different player, got him back into it. But in the end, the Devils take it in straight sets, escaping 6-5 in the second one. They take the lead heading into our final match. Benny subbing for Arats in singles. He'll take on Manu. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Etcheberry and Kubala. Post-game interview, first win of the season, guys. Well played first set. Got a little tight there in set two, but Kubala, how would you assess the overall play first time out with Etcheberry?
Oh man, the guy's good. You know, I just gotta set him up to do his thing, and Unfortunately, I was catching pretty well today and also throwing the ball pretty well as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and Kubala, I was going to ask you about the role. Do you think there's a more defined, like, front and back on this court compared to what we've been used to?
I would say yes. I mean, it's similar, but yeah, it's more defined just because there's more space.
Yeah.
I am learning in the front that it's a little more difficult, you know. But I'm glad to be in the back with Etcheberry.
Hey, well played, guys. First match out, you get the win and give your team a chance to win the day up next. Thanks for the time.
Thank you very much. Go Devils.
The Devils send out Benny up next to try to win the game day against the Cyclones captain, Manu. There they are, both players. Manu plays up in this first division regularly in singles. Last season, put together a 6-4 win-loss record. But Benny, though, even though he's a Division II player, Benny is coming off of his best singles season really that we've seen. Played some great matches, had 2 wins in that second division against some great competition. And here he is with a chance at Manu to win the game day for his team. You know, Benny is just
he loves to
so
play up.
Excited for this opportunity.
He absolutely loves to play up. Tremendous respect for him.
Yeah,
he has tremendous respect for Manu, as do we all. But to be able to play against him is... And then back here, Manu at 18 with that backhand right here.
And if you remember last year, Benny just totally changed up his singles style.
Yes,
I mean, he was a defensive player the
Yeah.
first 7 seasons, and then last year he was like, well, I'm just going to start sending it, as he said, and send it he did.
Yes,
to the
he
tune
did.
of 2 wins. And again, those 2 wins are pretty significant because of the people that he beat and those quality front court players. So he's got a chance here at Manu, one of the toughest in the building and one of the toughest backcourts to play against in singles.
In Jai-Alai.
Yeah, game day on the line. Devils lead 3-2, so if Benny wins, the Devils will win the game day. If Manu wins the match here, we'll end in a 3-3 tie. There's a serve by Benny. We begin our final match of the game day. Forehander Bote, lob to the inside, picked off there by Manu. Benny on the Bote, sends it up the middle. Manu snatches it up at the 8. Into the Chula.
Great
that
save.
Comes out. Benny just kind of flicks it up. Manu moves up on it. And the service box. He throws it to wall. That opens and scores. Manu takes the first point here.
Manu looks a lot more comfortable throwing that costado here than we've seen at the last place.
Well, I was going to say, with a more defined chick-chack and Chula, I mean, that's going to play right into a traditional backcourter's hands because, you know, before Benny doesn't really have to defend that spot. Here, he certainly does. And then you got to worry about the 2-wall, which Manu cuts open wide.
Beautifully.
Yeah, Manu's got it all. And I think on this court, I think you're going to start to see that a little bit more. A couple more Chulas in singles. Then he sends it up high. That narrowly clears the screen. Manu takes off early. Plays the Rebote back up the middle. Benny, nice catch overhead. Bote left side. It's a 2-wall. It drops in, and it scores.
That is just beautifully
My, oh my.
executed by Manu.
That's 2 for Manu.
Number of players in the building talking about the difficulty of making shots off the Rebote. It can be done. Again, do they have to make the adjustment? It certainly worked for Manu here. Look at this. Right in and scoring. That bounce just perfect.
Yeah, that's dangerous. If he starts landing shots off for Botes, too, with his skill set.
It's, as we know, it's easy to say can't be done, can't be done. It can be done. You just got to get used to it, practice it.
Rebote left side for Manu, high to the inside. Benny looking to get back in there. That kicked up, and it's tipped. 3 in a row for Manu.
Benny is playing well. His positioning is excellent. Manu is just really dominating the court right now.
Benny waits on the serve, handles back of the 10. Sends it up high, looking to pass. Manu committed, and he makes the catch deep in the corner. Comes out with the left side. Benny looking for the rebote now. Off his footing, sends it up and passes. Oh, that one kicked up and over Manu.
Benny's positioning on that was absolutely perfect. And he knew to pass. Again, the premium on passing. More so here. Maybe, you know, maybe looking for a chick-chack, but either chick-chack or over your opponent's head. We've seen that multiple times today. We'll see if that lasts throughout the season.
Big backhand there from Manu. Benny on the rebote. Sweeping save to the inside. Manu gets it just before it crosses the wall. This one's going to open up a bit. Benny running with it to the outside. Sends it back in. It's up high. Manu controls it beautifully to make that catch. Now Benny, rebote to the outside. That kicks up. Manu takes it in the air to wall to score. More Manu. That's 4 points. 4-1 lead.
Manu giving a clinic on Costavo 2 walls. I think the most thrown in singles or doubles by anyone so far. Look at Manu. He's just so comfortable out there.
Yeah, could have cashed in big on that bet, huh? Manu, most Costados today. Yeah, that Costado 2 walls, that is. Scored on 2. Benny opening up with the low runner this time. Sneaks by to the inside, passing. Manu turns another 2 wall. It's got to bounce. Benny with a nice grab. Karam from the outside.
Smart play.
Scores. That's 2 for Benny.
Benny had the presence of mind to get out there and stop the 2 all and also make a great shot. Here's Manu. Beautiful. 2 all on the rebote. Benny makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's not an easy catch out there.
Not
Worry
at all.
about the screen and everything.
And to throw the Karam return. Beautifully done by Benny.
So it comes more up the middle. Manu takes it in, sends it back high. Looking for the Chua. Not a lot on that rebote, but it's right on the side wall. Gives Manu 5 points. Possible set point.
This side wall is your friend, no question about it. Closer you can keep it to the side wall. That was the case previously, but more so now. Impressed with Benny's composure. Manu just looking so comfortable.
Manu looking to get out for that rebote. Reacted late, still made the save. Floater along the wall. Benny picks it up. Rifles it inside. Look at Manu. Crashes into the side wall. Makes a great play. Now Benny's rebote. Ooh, to the outside. Manu's right there in position. Forehand coming up high. Looking for the bounce. No, it's a chick-chack, and it scores. Point and set. Manu wins it 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play. Second set.
My goodness. Talk about lining up a shot and executing. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Manu's play in that set was flawless. Flawless.
And probably putting some other Division I players on notice, too. You know, that the previous facility in that court had to be more conducive to shots in the front court or in front court play. Here, with the presence of this chick-chack and Chula, Manu is very comfortable dropping it in that spot and winning points from the front.
Again, do I kill you in the front or do I kill you in the back? And that
taking a new meaning to that phrase too.
That type of aggressive play started right here. Now the Jam Arena, but historically Miami Highline.
Yeah.
Aggressive singles play. Costavo 2 all. Joey. Right here. Introduced it. I mean, obviously it had been used before, but never quite so aggressively. Shots off the rebote. Continued by Zulaika, the uncle of our own John Zulaika. I mean, just the history of shot. What the hell is that? Why is he already out of uniform? What? He has reservations or something?
He might. That's pretty on brand. Jen going to fit in very well with the Cyclones team. A fun bunch, and yeah, you see some smiles from Unda, Inaki, and these guys have some fun too.
Of the original 2018 players, I mean, Jedden was a popular guy. Barba too. I believe #1 jersey sales, I was told at one point. Or Douglas was #1 and Barba was #2 in jersey sales. But Manu, wow.
Yeah, he seems to be
2-all, 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 chick-check. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see what happens the second set. I mean, if I'm Benny, I'm just throwing everything I got.
It's got to feel good for Manu, too, because he's had to play a certain way in singles for so long. He's kind of getting back to maybe what he's used to more. And it's got to be refreshing. I mean, he looked comfortable. He was smiling, posing for pictures after the set. Still got another set to go here, but looking pretty good after set 1. See how they come out in set 2. Benny serves, and we begin our second set. Benny committed to the corner. Great stop back at the 10 line. This one over Manu's head. Robote for the middle of the court. Oh, back to the inside.
What a scoop!
Scooped up by Benny. Now Manu, great grab back at the 9. Sends it high again. Benny moving out for the Robote. Stops at the 6. Turns it up the middle.
That's a powerful forehand for Benny.
Oh, forehand. Karam Robote doesn't open enough. Benny from the outside. That does. Opening wide and scoring. First point of set 2 goes to Benny. Yeah, Manu going for the forehand Karam Robote. One of the most difficult shots in Jai-Alai. Shows you just how much he's feeling it to go for that one. And then Benny makes him pay for the 2-wall. Well, Benny committed, now tries to get out there for the Robote. Makes the adjustment and the save. Now Manu inside from the 8. Sends it up high. Came out, but...
Oh, look at that.
The ball is stuck up in the overhead pad. That is out of play, and a new ball will come into play. And we're tied 1-1.
New ball will be coming out. We're not going to stop play. We're just going to get a new ball out. We're not going to be stopping play and bring the lift out. That is very, very high. Extreme close-up. Look at that choppa. That choppa is just beautiful. But they're focusing on the ball. Wow. The ball. See, the ball sent a picture. It's kind of like that thing that was on Mars. Was sending messages back. Yeah, Mars rover or something. I didn't know we had one of those. I knew we had someone from NASA working for us, but...
Inside, here's Manu. Little running backhand. Over Benny's head comes shooting off the back wall. Benny turns it 2 walls. Oh, it doesn't open enough. Manu from the outside. Sends it inside where it scores. Manu breaks the tie. Leads now 2-1.
Manu's court positioning is excellent. Benny's throwing everything at him that he can. Again, he took some off of this. Manu makes the catch with control. Passes to the inside.
Benny from deep in the corner. Puts the backhand along the wall. Manu picks it right off. Fine stop overhead. Benny lunging back for it. Now passes. Into the Chula. That comes out just enough for Manu to lay up the save. Benny takes a look from the outside. Karam lands in. Oh, it doesn't open Manu's. Karam does, and it scores. Picks it off the net. Throws the 2-wall. Makes it a 3-1 lead.
For Manu, one shot better than the next. I mean, Benny threw that beautifully. That was a great shot. Manu not only got there, but the presence of mind. I mean, look, court familiarity is definitely something. And yeah, the back wall's new, but everything up there, Manu seems to remember pretty pretty well.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve for Manu. Second serve there is good. Benny takes it in at the 9, lobs it up high. Manu set up at the 6 line, turns Robote back. Now Benny. Old bullet, looking for it to die there. Manu able to flick it up, keeps it in play. Now Benny up a little further now, just in front of the 6 line.
Good effort.
That's 2 for Benny. It's 1 back here. Cuts the lead in half. He'll serve.
Just got to take some more off of it. And that ball's not going to come out.
Benny now from the 9. Tie off the back wall. Manu, a little power on this Robote. Benny steps up, handles, shoots the Costado straight to the inside. It's on the wall, and it scores. Just like that, we are tied 3-3.
Even a bit of a clip by Benny here.
Right.
And Manu gobbles it up. But look at this. Right along the wall.
That's perfect.
That's perfectly thrown by Benny. Really well done. Right at the feet of Manu. Just well done.
Ooh,
he got there.
Manu got to it.
Oh, drop
Shoots
shot.
a drop shot, and it scores. Great shot by Manu. Takes the lead back 4-3.
Tricky. Not to be tricked.
Yeah, Benny, as you said, Stu, you see your opponent behind you?
Yeah.
Telltale sign that you can land that drop shot.
If your opponent's behind you, it gives you options. 2-wall, inside drop shot. I mean, because he's behind you, he's got to move around you. But why are we seeing it? Because you need to protect the chick-chack shoot, because you need to be in the backcourt. Players are going to adjust progressively throughout the season, no question about it.
Manu turns it back over the top. Oh,
Tough
Benny
one.
moved in,
What
but
a
committed
scoop.
and scooped it right up. Oh, Benny. Now from the 6, there's a drop shot. That lands, and it scores. 4-4 is the score. Benny serves.
Such a thoughtful throw by Benny. Moved up on it, makes the catch, scopes out where his opponent is.
Robote left side. Benny puts it just above the pad. Manu charges in, makes the catch, shoots it inside. Benny
What a
scooped
scoop.
it up. What a catch. Manu charging to the backcourt. He's not going to save that one. Gives Benny the lead, 5-4. He's got a possible set point. Looking to extend to a 3rd set.
Wow.
Manu moves up. Inside placement. How about this catch from Benny? Wow. Had to make it, and he did. Manu trapped deep in the corner. Sends it up high. Benny committed. He makes the catch. Hits high off the back wall. Robote to the outside. Nice shot by Manu. Philo Robote ties it at 5-5. So Manu wins it. We're done. Game day ends in a tie. If Benny wins it, we're going on to a third and final set.
I don't know that. I don't know that there's a shot that we haven't seen Manu throw. He's reached into his arsenal and pulled out everything.
Yeah.
And Benny, man, hanging in there.
More impressively, we haven't seen it from, really anyone so far, and he's
throwing this many shots.
Everything
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Robote left side, Manu again. Sends it high, right up the middle. Tough catch, Benny handles. He shoots it to pass. Looking for the corner, cutting back inside. Manu,
oh my
Robote
goodness.
to the outside.
Wow.
Scores for the win. Point set and match. Manu ends the game day in a 3-3 tie with that win. Take another look at this one, Stu. Look at, got him going the other way. He's looking inside.
Oh my
nope.
goodness.
I'm going for the outside placement.
Just a flip inside. Wow. Benny knows it too. Tremendous play by Benny, but just Benny with a big smile. Just wow.
He knew it. Manu with the win. Game day ends in a 3-3 tie. We'll hear from Manu in just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Folks, we are joined by team captain Manu of the Cyclones, winning that singles match to end the game day in a tie. Different court here. You looked a little more comfortable with the shots. Are you feeling that way as well?
No.
No.
No. I'm not more comfortable. I thought it was going to be another thing.
Yeah.
The court, it's for me. It's for back home, no.
Yeah.
It's where everything started 20 years ago, but. Obviously, the ball, it's a lot different. The ball gets slower, more the game is coming. So it's different. The back wall is different too. So need maybe more time to adjust, but it's different. It's different.
Yeah, great start for you. But this Cyclones team looking to repeat as champions, one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. What's the message to the team coming into this season to try to do it again?
The message is it's try to do our best, enjoy. Give everything. I know it's tough, no, because like you said, the new court, the new ball.
Right.
The practice was a little hard because there were a lot of construction and everything. So, right. But try to do the best, enjoy, and keep focus, and.
Awesome, good start for you, Manu. Great tie on the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go, Con.
All right, folks, and that's going to do it for us today. We will be back in action tomorrow night. Another Battle Court game day beginning 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you then, folks.